Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shane, that's Shane's Games, and tonight we are playing Tex Murphy Under a Killing Moon for the PC. This won't be our first time playing it, so if you want to see how we got to where we are tonight, look at my info below. You see a link to my YouTube channel where I archive all my streams, not just this game, but every game I've ever played live. So if you find yourself in the mood to see a game played start to finish, might be a little obscure, unusual, or just nostalgic, feel free to click over there, see what I got available, and throw me subscribe if you're so inclined. But for tonight, let us get into the game, shall we? So, last time we had just started day 5 and found out that unfortunately it falls to us to save the world. And considering Tex was just struggling to make rent for this month at the start of the game, this is a lot to be dumped in our laps. But here we are. This is what we're dealing with right now. And yeah, Poolpuri, you couldn't buy Alan Wake digitally for a while because there's a ton of licensed music in that game, and they lost the rights to the licensed music. So they couldn't legally sell the game, unfortunately. But Microsoft ponied up the licensing money, and it's back now, and that is super, super cool, so I'm excited about that. Okay, the General's water cooler was better than Tex. It was! It was! Tex was jealous of it with good reason. Like, I know you got, like, the circuitry going on right there, but it still looks very old school. It's not great. Alright, so last time, we got that note together, so we probably got somewhere we can go. We can investigate that latitude and longitude if we really want to, which that might be what we're going to want to do. We also got the winter chip, which is supposedly can destroy the evil cult's computer systems if we can get plugged into the right place. We've got this video cassette too, but I don't think we have a VCR to actually watch it anywhere that I can think of. That's a record player. It looks like a TV from here, but that's totally a record player. We could check the electronics shop. See if maybe they have a VHS player.
That's the door to the
I mean,
store.
they have everything else we could ever want, and at extremely convenient times for us too, so I wouldn't be entirely surprised if they have something for us. Oh, and it was the Colonel, not the General, Owen. I made that mistake too, but the Colonel. The Colonel, who right now is in the hospital. We're not sure if he's going to make it or not.
This is the
because he was attacked by the Changeling, or the Shapeshifter, I forget what his name was. The evil agent of the cult that can appear as anyone. That's super dangerous. And I wouldn't be surprised if at some point we have to do something with him either. Alright, no, so he doesn't have one.
No.
So have we seen one anywhere? Not that I can recall. Can't think of seeing anyone, not on Chandler Street anyway. Chandler Avenue, sorry. So, I guess let's just hop in the car and see if we can get to those coordinates. Man, Tex sure lives in the bad part of town, or at least the bad part of town adjacent. Oh no, it's if you look over, look down here, there's just nuclear rubble as far as the eye can see. Like actual World War III radioactive rubble. So no, I'd say this is the bad part of town. That's actually a plot point in the game, is that this is a ghetto for mutants, but Tex lives there even though he's not a mutant just because the rent's so cheap and he never has any money.
My trusty 30.
So you're correct about that. Alright, so we've got a new location here, the Bastion of Sanctity. Now, we never went back to the Countess's mansion, which is probably a good thing, because we know now that the Shapeshifter, or the Chameleon, that was his name, the Chameleon was impersonating the Countess, so that was probably just a trap. So, let's go ahead to the coordinates we got from that creepy note last time, and see what exactly the Bastion of Sanctity is. And whether we're going to die there, so we'll see. Oh, the pawn shop? We've never actually been able to buy anything from the pawn shop. I don't know that Rook would sell to us. He doesn't like us very much.
I heard that some rich guy a few years back bought the remaining pieces of an ancient European castle. This must be the place. As I approach the coordinates given in the shredded note from GRS, I see a massive structure jutting out from a deeply forested area. The bastion looks like a medieval castle, but there's nothing romantic about this place. It seems to lay there, a festering evil, like a paper cut gone bad. From here I can get a good look at the Chameleon. He's pacing around, smoking like a brush fire and talking to himself. I don't know what he's smoking, but he looks higher than an infield fly. I've got to distract him somehow and get him out of the room. Then I'll figure out a way to get him out of here for good.
Alright, so we need to distract the Chameleon if we're going to get into that room. Alright, so we've never used the bandana. We never used the gold foil. We never used the match. Or the video cassette. Let's take a look around. Without going into that room, is there anything else to see? Oops. As we accidentally walk out. So no, there's not really anything to see here. Well, let's make a save here and let's see what happens if we walk forward. I say, anticipating my own immediate death. How far can we get? We can go all the way up to here. Oops, wait, hang on. There's something here? Oh, yes. All right. So we can explore some of this without going into the center room.
This door appears to be sealed shut. I guess I'll need to look somewhere else.
By sealed shut, he means that's just part of the wall texture, I believe. Alright, so we need to get him out of that room, but we can explore the rest of the castle in the meantime. The heck is that?
Well, I'll be darned. That's Uncle Morty, and he was not a handsome man.
Tex! Now, what is that up there? Oh, is that a thing?
That's an odd place for a vase. I wonder if I could use it as a distraction.
Possibly, but what do we do? Up the inventory again. Seems like there's something we'd be able to do with that, because that is very conspicuous, but we'll keep looking around, see what else we might be able to do. See, what is that there? Is that nothing? That looks like something. Part of the wall? Yeah, that is apparently not a thing. That's weird. One of the most important things in any old school adventure game is being able to distinguish between what is a thing and what is not a thing. And that is not a thing. I think we should be able to sneak in here. See what we got. I see something on the wall down there, but let's take a look at all this first.
2 antique knights. I'll bet Rook wouldn't mind capturing these.
Was that... Good pun. Good pun.
These weapons would be really useful if someone hadn't bolted them to the wall.
Yeah, it was worth a shot.
Well, any cult that worships sea monkeys can't be all bad.
I like it. What is this on the wall?
I don't want to know what the chameleon uses this V-clamp for.
Alright. Just a clamp right there. That's weird. So if I look in there, it's probably right where he is, right? We don't want to get any closer. Oh yeah, he's in there. Alright. So whatever we're going to do has to be out here, is what I'm saying. Alright. Gotta be something to do right here with the pot and the V-clamp. Well, when in doubt in an adventure game, try combining stuff. And that was about all I could think of there. Unless we can, like, burn the videotape or something, but I don't think we're supposed to do that. Alright, so there's nothing we can combine right here. That we could just use the clamp on anything.
Well, that's not gonna work.
Set fire to it? Set fire to the rain?
Well, that's not gonna work.
Watch it burn?
Well, that's not gonna work.
No. Of course, the question now would be, are we missing an item we need? That's always the crucial question in a game like this. Oh, hang on.
This gargoyle's only got one eye, and it looks removable.
Alright. Take a look at that.
This gemstone's small, but it's very dense and heavy.
Alright. So can we, like, throw it at the pot from somewhere? Knock it down as a distraction? That might be a thing. Let's take a crack at it. Use...
Well, that's not gonna work.
That is not gonna work, it turns out. Can we throw it at the chameleon? Wait, hang on, what's this? How did I not notice that?
Looks like a perfectly harmless bungee cord. It's probably used by the cult as some kind of diabolical torture device.
Bungee cord just hanging around there? Alright, I'm starting to formulate an idea, and I think we need to combine some things. Can we combine the clamp with the bungee cord? We can! And that gets us a slingshot! I don't think that'd actually work, but sure. Oh my gosh. Loaded slingshot. Alright. Alright, so let's get into position right here. And we'll save again, now that we've got this all set up. And let's make some noise, shall we? Shane is MacGyver! I've always dreamed, John! I've run! Where's he coming from, though? Right, we got in here. I don't think we have long, though. What are we doing here, though? Man, what are we supposed to do in here now? I don't know why we needed to come in here.
This is Peter loaning Paul his Sgt. Pepper's album.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, that's totally what that is. Oh hey, what the hell?
The chameleon has Elena in a laser field. The effect of the beam is probably keeping her sedated. With the chameleon out of the way, I can find out how to shut it off.
Alright, that's what we're doing. What do we got on the table here?
The chameleon keeps setting his cigarette in the ashtray.
Ooh. Maybe that's something we have to do? Have to doctor his oops.
Perhaps you're unfamiliar with PI rule number 5. Know when to run away. Your diversion wasn't bad, but the chameleon walked in on you. If you get caught again, you're dead, and I'm not exaggerating.
Alright, so we can get in there, but we don't have long. And I don't think we can distract him a second time, is the thing. So whatever we're going to do, we have to do it real fast. We don't have anything we can use to doctor his cigarette that I can think of. So, this isn't our last save, is it? Oh, I guess it saved us over here for some reason. We need to figure out which way he goes. Or if he just goes straight in there. That might save us some time. Oh. Oh, these controls. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's try this again. Did it just come straight this way? I'd assume so. Alright, so we can get in here now. What else can we see in here? Nothing else on the table that I can see.
That roaring fire makes me wish I'd brought fixins for s'mores.
What else? Can't get anything with a cigarette or anything.
A shield. Reminds me of my deodorant soap. Being a man doesn't mean you have to smell like one.
Ah, jeez. Alright, we can move that. Oh, there's something behind it. Power switch.
I've always enjoyed flipping switches, especially when I'm not absolutely certain what the switch does.
Flip it. Oh no, too late.
Perhaps you're unfamiliar with
All right. So we know what to do now, so that means we should be able to race in there and do it real quick. Assuming that's what we need to do, but it's something we can do quickly, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's what we need to do. I don't know how much that's actually going to help us, since the chameleon kind of knows where Tex lives and would probably murder him at the drop of a hat, but, you know, one problem at a time. Alright, so run into the center room. Move the shield.
Oh,
Flip the
I've always-
switch. What?
Perhaps you're unfamiliar with PI rule.
Alright, so
number
it's
5.
not about speed.
Know when to run
It's
away.
not about speed. As soon as we
You're
flip the switch, he comes back in. So there must be something else we need to do as well. Let's take another look through the hallways. Make sure we didn't miss any items while we're in here. There might be something we need to get somewhere else as well. These knights are three-dimensional. That's a little suspicious. Make sure we're not missing anything here. Not moving around, game. Seemed like a knife. Yeah, I think it might have been a Bowie knife. But yeah, he definitely threw something on my face there, and then I died. Welcome in, Kratzlaff. How are you doing today? No, I don't see anything here. Got all those weapons I can't touch. Make a really good pass over. Make sure we don't see anything. Any single pixel here with something that would save us. No, it doesn't look like it, unfortunately. Are we enjoying the cold weather? It's a nice change of pace. I'm enjoying the change of pace, most definitely. Take them all. Hey, Hemo, welcome in. I'd love to. Unfortunately, they're bolted down. So I can't do anything with them. Otherwise, I would. And Kiwi, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope all is well with you. Nothing over there. And we already took the stone out of the gargoyle's eyeball. I have a feeling that's all there is to get there.
Your average run-of-the-mill coat of arms.
Can't interact with a coat of arms besides looking at it. I don't know why there's a door there when we can't interact with it in any way, shape, or form. That's really weird. Something else to see there? Nope, just a painted on door, basically. I think we might be missing an item. I'm getting that feeling, but I figured I'd check around. See if I could spot anything before we start going down that road. Can I look at anything out the door? I can't. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We are going to try the distraction one more time. And we're going to see if we can spot anything else in the room besides that switch. And if not, I'm going to take a quick peek at the hint file and see if I can get us back on track. Because the lucky thing is I can do that to get a nudge in the right direction without outright getting the answer, so that could be nice. There we go. Then we head back around to the front. Alright, is there anything else in here?
Apparently the artist forgot to paint on the other two leaves.
Gosh darn it, Murphy. I really feel like the cigarette's gotta be something.
That figure in the center of the stained glass looks familiar.
Oh, that's the bird. We saw that symbol at the beginning of the game. Not seeing anything else in here.
Bread, milk, taco sauce. Damn. I know I'm forgetting something.
Joking at a time like this. For shame. What about that chair in the back? Anything to do with that? There's something right there. Almost looks like there is, but it could just be the corner of a texture. Yeah, I think it's just the corner of a texture. Shoot, I'm not seeing anything in here. I thought I can reach, certainly. And then we're dead.
Perhaps you're
Alright, hint file time then. We'll load up this game and let's see. But it's a cigarette with an acne one from Looney Tunes. I was thinking we have to do something to that cigarette, but I don't have anything right now that would really affect it in any way. So it's a good idea, we just don't have what we need to work with it, unfortunately. So... oh, wait a second. Oh. Oh my gosh. Alright, I see exactly what the problem is. We are missing an item, but the reason it's confusing is it's an item we've had before. It's an item we once had, but then we lost due to dying, and then I never got it again. Did he kill the guy before the animation? We don't have any way to attack him. We don't have any weapons. I bet Ham sells them. Ham sells everything. But no, what we need to do is we need to go back to GRS. Because there's something we got there. But then we died, and now we need to go back and get it again. Hey, morning, Demon Grin. How are you doing today? Good to see you. Hope everything is going well. So yeah, if you were here yesterday, you'll probably recognize the item that we need. And I just need to go figure out where the safe was. I've still got the safe combination on my notepad right here, because we got into the safe before, but then we died, and we didn't actually replace it. So, safe was in here, I think?
Super.
I believe so. Yeah, here it is. So we got into here yesterday, but then we got killed before we could save. The combination is 1, 4, 2, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if only.
I wonder what's in that vial. It says cigarette viral powder.
So remember, their evil plan is they're going to use cigarettes to spread this evil virus that's going to wipe out humanity, apparently. Or at least that's one of the ways they were testing it.
Door.
Oh, he's right there.
That's it.
Oh! And then we got killed before we could get out. Dang it. And that's why we kept losing that vial of powder before. Is because that little drone with the eyeball keeps killing us in GRS. Hopefully it's sharks with frickin' lasers attached to their heads. Cigarettes kill you, everyone, so just like real life, Alright. So I think we'll go around. We'll loop around next time we get it. But yeah, if you were watching yesterday, we did have this at one point. And then I guess it got lost in the shuffle of all the deaths we did. Hey, Phenomon! Welcome in! How are you doing today? How was your stream? Good to see you. And for anybody that doesn't know me, my name is Shane. That's Shane's Games. I play the obscure, unusual, and nostalgic, and today we are going very old school with Tex Murphy Under a Killing Moon from 1994. Phenomenon! God damn it! Phenomenon! As soon as you type that out, Rose, I'm like, I did that wrong. I do that in my head sometimes when I see Phenomenon in chat. My brain is broken. It's nobody else's fault. Welcome in, Phenomenon. How are you doing today? How was your stream? What were you playing? Tell me everything. I'm an inquisitive bastard. And welcome in to anybody that came over on the raid. Roseguard, welcome in as well. Good to see ya. And Laura Lana, good to see you again. Welcome in. I see Poolpuri, you're gonna go get some sleep. Alright, you take care of yourself. Good to see you. Sarah Rips, welcome in. Good to see you. Let's see, how is this game we were playing Observer? The controls are kind of a nightmare, because it's a very, very, very old game, and it doesn't like being tabbed out of, but I love the humor. I think it's a very funny game, if you like a certain type of humor that includes puns and kind of dad jokes. So that's very fun. And the puzzles, I like the puzzles a lot. I've been having a lot of fun with the puzzles as well, and that tends to be the make or break for a lot of adventure games. So yeah, I'm liking it so far. How is Observer? I've wanted to play Observer so bad. As a matter of fact, I saw it's on sale in the Halloween sale, so I might pick that up. But yeah, how are you liking Observer? I hope it's as good as it looks, because that looks like an amazing, amazing game. And Sarah Rips, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Observer is seriously top tier as far as horror goes. Oh, I wanted to. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Thank you for making my evening there, Phenomenon. Oh, it looks good. I watch games sometimes. Did I hear puns? You did hear puns. I enjoy me some puns. This game enjoys its puns. So that's good. Observer's a head game. That's what I like. That's what I like in horror. I like a horror game that screws with my head. I like a horror game that can get inside my head in the first place, because that's good and spooky. And you get to listen to Rutger Hauer talk, so that's always a plus. He has
Security sweep.
He has a great voice.
Begin in 5 seconds.
Oh shoot, we're running out of time. Alright, let's grab
I wonder what's in
the vial. And then we need to get the heck out of here.
that door.
Yeah, right now we're in an area that's a little bit timed. There's an evil drone following us around, trying to murder us. So we need to kind of keep moving.
Try to move.
Oh, did I walk into the drone again?
If you get out of this alive, do me a favor.
Dang it, I didn't think he was going to be around by that corner. I gotta be more patient here, is the problem. And patience is not my strong suit. That's the Observer is dope, but it has some annoying audio that can bug out. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Hopefully maybe that was just in an earlier version, they patched it out. It's unfortunate either way. Thoringar, welcome in. You grew up playing Mean Streets, the original Tex Murphy. I decided to skip past Mean Streets and the second game, Martian Memorandum, because I heard they're a little bit rough around the edges compared to the other ones, and plus, I'm a big fan of FMV. So I'm like, alright, let me start with the one where it goes full FMV. Plus, I'm told that the fifth game is a remake of the second game and a retelling of the first game, so I'll get back in that material anyway, so I think I should be good right there. And Thoringar, thank you for the follow as well, I appreciate that. Let's see, Phenomenon, you never played any of these, but you love the 90s era of PC gaming? Me too, it was a good era. There's definitely, you definitely see some rough stuff where they're still trying to figure some stuff out. Like, that's the rough part of this game, is the control scheme is very, we didn't know how to handle 3D yet. And we're still sort of taking a stab in the dark, but I don't hold it against them, because, you know, eventually a standard got laid down, and kudos to whoever created it, but for everybody else, you know, they were having to make their own way. And you see that when with the birth of 3D on PC, you see it on consoles. But there's still some good gems if you're willing to look past that. Some real good stuff. I see Mean Streets a total pain in the ass, absolutely. I'm glad I skipped it then. But I'm looking forward to seeing what was in there once we get to Observer. Overseer, sorry. Observer's the game you were playing. Overseer's what I'm going to be playing eventually.
I wonder what's in that vial.
I get a little confused sometimes. Shane, what are your favorite games? Ooh. I'm a big fan...
That door.
Well, I should preface this by saying I usually give a lot of weight to games that I think are very unique and underrated. There he is. Alright, so we went around that corner, and that's why he killed me last time. But now I should be able to go straight for the exit.
That's a...
Alright, there we go. And now we go to the Bastion. Or he comes around and kills me again. One of my favorite games, I really like the weird stuff. I like weird stuff that I think tried to do a lot of cool things and new things, and even if it didn't work, I love them for trying. So one of my favorite games of all time is Deadly Premonition by Suda51, which is one of the very weirdest games I've played. And the actual gameplay isn't great, especially all the combat sections, but I think it's legitimately a compelling mystery. I think it has some very fun characters, and overall a very interesting mood to it. So I like that one very much. We just played a remake not too long ago of one of my very favorite games of all time, which is Zone of the Enders 2, which is just an amazing, amazing action game. I know part of it, when I say it's such a good game, is my nostalgia talking. because I played it way back when, the original PS2 version, and I thought it was just fantastic. The sense of speed in that game is truly something that you don't see in a lot of games, and I really loved that one too. Deadly Premonition is definitely a game. I respect that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's some sort of perfect diamond that nothing wrong with it. It's got some problems. My gosh, has it got some problems. Also, the PC version does not work well. Please do not try to play that thing. But it's still worth a look, if nothing else. The way I like to put it on here is it's not a great game, but it's an amazing experience, if that makes any sense. The controls in this look super floaty. All right, Phenomenon, you need to hear this. This is what the controls are for this game. Let me save real quick in case I actually wander somewhere I'm not supposed to be. This game has the strangest control scheme I've ever seen, and I hate it. Here's what it is. You hit spacebar to go into movement mode, and you're standing completely still. Now to move forward, you nudge the mouse forward a little bit. And then you start moving forward, and you keep moving forward until you move the mouse back to its original position. If you can find the original position. And the more you push the mouse forward, the faster you go forward. And to move backwards, you move the mouse back a little bit, and you'll keep moving backwards until you move the mouse back to your original position, if you can find it. And to turn, you move the mouse to the side, at which point you'll start rotating, and you will keep rotating until you find mouse neutral again. The strangest thing about this is, if you think about it, these controls sound like the way a joystick would work, because a joystick snaps back to center after you're done moving it. So the first thing I thought when I looked into this is, I'm like, oh, this game must be designed for joysticks. It turns out the game isn't even compatible with joysticks, and it never was. These were its mouse controls, and that's it. This game was designed for mouse, and just mouse. It even says that in the instruction booklet. So it's terrible. Moving around in this game is not fun. They even have a concession to how terrible the controls are, which is the right-click button in this game is a panic button. So let's say you move the mouse to the side, and oh my god, now I'm spinning, now I'm going to throw up. All right, right-click halts all movement. That's the only thing right mouse does in this game, is it halts all movement. So that's basically how you move in this game, is you zoom in one direction, right-click, turn a little bit, right-click, move forward a little bit, right-click. You just keep doing that for the course of the game. How do you play this? Very carefully, Rose. Very carefully. Looks like every chair is like the chair in a Bond movie. Tilts back and the bad guy disappears. Mr. Bond. Master V, welcome in. How are you doing today? This is what we dealt with back in the 90s, guys. You'll never know our pain. You youngins will never know our agony. Oh, racing game, right? That phenomenon. Oh, no. Is this title of the instruction manual? I'm sorry, it should be. It should be. Oh, geez, yeah, it starts spinning right there. You have to be very patient with the game, is what I generously say. Yeah, I think this may be the worst controls I've personally worked with in a video game. You can kind of get them corralled in the right direction. Like, we're actually going to finish the game tonight. I'm pretty confident. So it's not like the game's unplayable, but as far as 3D controls, this is not what I want. This is not at all what I want. Oh, you were a console boy back then? I was too. I got into PC gaming late. My parents thought that both PCs and the internet was a fad, and they didn't want to get into that, so I grew up on consoles and got into PCs later. Oh no, because moving the mouse down was the damper. That's what happens when you never ever even a single time playtest your game, phenomenon. That's amazing, I love it. Alright, so let's try this. We know what we need to do here. We're going to distract the guy in the other room by shooting this vase with our makeshift slingshot that we built out of a V-clamp, a bungee cord, and a marble. Then we're going to run back in the room and poison his cigarette, and then run out of the room and then wait for him to die so we can go rescue our lady friend. Old guy gamer problems. A good hashtag there, SkySoFly. Welcome in, by the way. They have a history of odd decisions. To play Mean Streets, every time you start the game, you have to enter the first word from a page of the instruction manual that's randomly chosen. Oh, like the old copyright protection. Like the old feelies they used to put in the old LucasArts games, except not very fun right there. I used to have a game like that too. It was Zork Nemesis. Zork Nemesis was so subtle it actually hurt me. There was a single puzzle in the game that couldn't be solved without reading some of the lore from the instruction manual. Except when you get to that, it's like 8 hours into the game and you've probably forgotten the instruction manual existed, and you're running around the game trying to find the information you need, even if you have the instruction manual. Or at least that's where I was for that one. So bad times. Get an old mouse, flip that arm thing. Oh my gosh! That sounds amazing, arguments. I'd go for that right there. Alright, so let's shoot this thing. Alright, now we get the heck out of here. No. Come on. No, stop. And of course now I can't control the thing again. Alright, we're good. So now we get in here. We go into interaction mode. With the viral powder, we use it on the
Well, that's not gonna work.
Oh, use it on the cigarette.
Well, that's not gonna work.
Really? Thought that was what we were doing. We use it on the cigarette. Was I not clicking on the right thing?
Well, that's not.
Seriously?
The chameleon keeps setting his cigarette in the ashtray.
Do I have to look at the powder first?
Viral powder for cigarettes? A cigarette load is a classic practical joke, but this is ridiculous.
All right, maybe now that we know what it's used for?
Well, that's not gonna work.
No? What am I missing here? I thought that was the thing. I thought that was the answer to the puzzle there. Huh, do I have to combine it with something? With the match? No. With the tinfoil? No. Oh, I thought we had something. I can't take the cigarette either. That's the confusing thing. I thought I'd be able to take it the first time, but no, unfortunately. Oh, the code wheel in the old D&D games, I remember that too. TIE Fighter had special words on each page, and you had to input the word on the pages and ask them for during install. See, during install, I can understand that, but during the actual game, that's frustrating. So yeah, we can't take the cigarette then. What am I missing here? And then we get killed. I think we're saved though, so we should be good. Alright, I thought that was gonna be it. I thought that was all we needed right there. We still haven't used that bandana. Can we use the bandana for something? No? I wonder if I missed the boat on whatever the bandana was supposed to be used for. That's weird. Let's see. We gotta go to the ammo shop so you can use the reload bench to load the cigarette, obviously. Oh yeah, revolving walls. I love castles that have secret entrances. I don't know how common that is in real life, but I always thought that was a cool trope in fiction, at least. Come on. No, almost. So the one frustrating thing, I say the one, but I mean one of the many frustrating things about this control system is that you can't move to the side. You can't strafe in this game. There's literally no way to strafe. And I'm so used to that as a modern gamer that not being able to is pretty frustrating. Rose, you love a good secret passage? Excellent. Excellent. I guess your ex's sister is dead. I think that's her. I think it's her in the force field. She's just, they said the force field's kind of knocking her out or something. So once we get the force field turned off, we should be good. Maybe we weren't close enough? I don't think so. You can usually interact from pretty far away in here. What we're going to do first is we're going to go for the straightforward method and assume that I did something wrong. So we're going to go back in there and inspect things. See if there's maybe something else we can do here. So we go back around to the entrance. go over to the table, down, and there we go.
The chameleon keeps setting his cigarette in the ashtray.
Alright, so yeah, I can't pick up the cigarette. Barrel powder, use?
Well, that's not gonna work.
No. Can't combine it with anything. I'm kind of at a loss. I was sure that's what we were going to be doing. Can I toss it into the fireplace?
Well, that's not gonna work.
No?
Well, that's not gonna work. Well, that's not...
Huh. Let's see, what about the powder in the ashtray? I mean, it's close enough that I thought it was going to be the same thing.
Perhaps you're unfamiliar with
Now, I've got the hint file up over here, so I'm going to take a quick glance at it and see if it'll give me a tiny little hint to move me in the right direction. Huh. Actually, the hint file says just use it on the cigarette. So, I might be missing something? Like, I was trying to use it right there, unless I was misclicking. Like, maybe I have to click on a very, very tiny portion of the cigarette, like just the lit tip or something. There's one way to know if a game is old. Exit to DOS. Fucking DOS. Everyone keeps commenting every time I pause in this game, like, does that say exit to DOS? Really? It does. It does. Let's see if anyone else has had this problem, see if I'm missing something. I feel like I might just be missing something. I probably am just missing something, but this seems like you saw me. I tried clicking on it. Let's see. Oh, we are missing something. Hang on. We're missing an item right here. All right, hang on just a second. So let's see right here. All right. So, it turns out we actually do need to go to the Countess's manor. That's the one location we didn't go to in here. Because I assumed it was a deadly trap, since we know the Countess is, not on the level now. So we're going to need to go back there and look around a little bit. That's the problem. Back with the water phenomenon. Welcome in. There's an item we don't have. That's when I don't mind checking the help file, as if it turns out there's an item. The item is a cigarette. You are correct, Sarah Rips. It's not that cigarette, not that one right there. It's another cigarette. So we have to go get a different cigarette and go back. DOSBox is your friend, though, if you want to play DOS games. Yes, the Tex Murphy games actually come preloaded with DOSBox. So I'm playing this through DOSBox through Steam. No setup needed. It just runs in DOSBox right there. Let's see. The last point and click I played was my grandma's original Nintendo Shadowgate. Shadowgate's a fun game. It's a hard game, Skies of Fly, but that's a good one right there. Black Rock Phantom, welcome in. How are you doing today? I know the game's acting odd. The game really gets irritated with me when I alt-tab out. Yeah, they remade Shadowgate a couple times. Like, they remade it for N64 back in the day. And then I think they made it again for PC at some point. Remembering correctly? Let's see, Sarah Rips used to play the old King's Quest games, so I know they're really specific about which item of that type you use. Right. I thought there was a recent PC version of that.
Okay, there's something wrong with this picture. When I was here before, the place looked like a palace. Now it looks like the aftermath of an IRS auction. Somebody wanted me to believe the person I talked to was a real countess. Now I can see I've been played for a sucker. But who set me up and why?
Yep. Is that a bird up there? Hang on. Hang on, I think there's a bird up there. There is a bird and it's flipping out.
There's a bald eagle perched on the chandelier. Man. Now that the animal rights lobby is huge, bald eagles are everywhere. They're worse than pigeons. The front door was open when I got here. The eagle must have flown in. Looks like it's got a bright cigarette case in its claws. I've heard that eagles are attracted to shiny objects.
So there's an infestation of bald eagles in the Tex Murphy future. That's amazing. That's incredible. Alright, heading to bed, Black Rock Phantom. Well, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. Hope you had a good stream, and I hope you have a good rest. Yes, they did just make a Tex Murphy game, I think about 2 years ago, called The Tesla Effect. And they're working on another one, which is due out next year, I believe, called Tex Murphy The Poisoned Pawn, which is going to be part 1 of the finale of the Tex Murphy series, if they can raise enough money for it. So look forward to that if you like FMV games, because I know I do. They breed like triples, apparently, if they're all over the place. Does math. Oh god, Shady's Games, the 2nd and 4th beta days start at 3 AM in the morning. Oh no. Alright, so we need to get that cigarette case out of the bald eagle's talons somehow. So let's look around and see if there's anything to interact with around here.
Searching through that fireplace could be a real pain in the ash.
I warned you about the puns. I warned you puns were coming. So are they pregnant already at birth? And then all they have to do is eat? Oh, that is how triples worked, wasn't it? They're like permanent pregnant. Alright, that was an obvious one, I'll admit.
As trash cans go, this is a nice one.
Is it? Seems small to me. I don't know that I'm a big judge. I don't have like a HGTV show specifically for judging trash cans. I'd watch that at least once, though.
Whoever that was that met me here the other night may have set me up, but I'll bet you didn't get her cleaning deposit back.
Small revenges. Small revenges.
And some pillars.
I like how they have descriptions for literally everything, no matter how insignificant it is.
Only the most callous criminal would be so careless with plant life.
Those monsters! Anything under there?
Only the most callous criminal.
Sometimes they let you move stuff just as a red herring. Just so that you don't know that every time you move stuff, there's automatically going to be a thing to look at. Is that a gun on the floor?
Whoever that was that met me.
No, it looked kind of like a gun for a second from the right angle. Oh, it still kind of does. Weird.
This table must have come with a room.
Obviously.
These doors may have opened at one time, but they appear to be permanently sealed shut.
Because they're just textures on the wall right now. This guy's voice is familiar. He hasn't done too much besides the Tex Murphy series, I don't think. I could be wrong about that, though. Is there something on the mantle right there? They're just part of the wall. Looks a little different.
The decorative mantle really sets off the fireplace.
Yeah, it looks a little different right there, but I don't think that is a thing. So there doesn't appear to be anything in the room we can use with the bald eagle that we need to interact with. At least not that I can see. So, the heck do we do with a bald eagle then? I mean, we got a slingshot, but we kind of need it for something else. Obviously, throw the mantle at the eagle, just rip it off like the Hulk. If I can do that, I just smash down walls until he doesn't have anything to stand on right there. This room has a certain rugged charm. Let's see, the gold spot on the floor under the newspaper. Let's take a look. Where are you? Like, the trash doesn't look homogeneous.
Whoever that was.
But I don't see any interaction points on it. Oh wait, this one we can move.
It's like the obituary section of yesterday's Standard Examiner.
So this we can move at least. And there's something under it? Maybe?
The ashtray's loaded with expensive imported cigarette butts.
Alright, so that wasn't a thing, but we could move that. So that's something? There's just an ashtray underneath it. Let's keep looking. Now, you notice what I'm looking for right here is you see when I hover over the trash, it has look highlighted. That means that the only thing we can do with this is look or maybe use an item on it. If we could move it or pick it up, then that would be highlighted at the bottom as well. Poke it with a column. Sounds like the narrator from The Deadliest Catch. Oh, that was... I should know that. I used to love that show. The same guy from Dirty Jobs, Mike Rowe. Mike Rowe was the guy's name. He seemed like a cool guy. I enjoyed watching that show. Is there anything around the... Alright, so we can't move any of this, can we? Nope, nothing. Too quick for you? Oh man, I was all about Deadliest Catch back in the day. And not just because of that theme song, which was enjoyable listening to week in, week out. It was a pretty fun show. Fun fact, when that show first started, they basically asked Mike Rowe, we've got 2 shows for you. Deadliest Catch and Dirty Jobs. And here's how this is going to work. You're going to be able to do narration on one and appear live on the other. Which do you want to do? And he's like, I don't actually want to be on those boats week in, week out. Let me do the voiceover for Deadliest Catch, and then I'll do the narration. And then I'll appear in person in Dirty Jobs. So that's interesting. Oh jeez, the CSI episode of the pigs. Mike Roach. They just look like marbles. You can never tell. You can never tell. Who the heck is Mike Rowe? He used to be the voiceover guy on like every Discovery Channel TV show. If you're a nerd for Discovery Channel, which this guy is. Absolutely, or was at least. Oh, there's stuff in the trash.
Looks like a pile of torn up paper scraps.
Ooh, are we gonna do another torn up paper puzzle? Because I enjoy the torn up paper puzzles. We're doing another torn up paper puzzle. Hell yes. Because as Tex said, if someone's going to go to the trouble to shred a piece of paper, there's usually something important that they didn't want seen. So let's see if we can put this back together in the right order. We get everything turned the right way. Did that say Murphy? That's Tex's name. Why is Tex's name on there? Micro. I always think like micro. As in a microprocessor. It's a very nerdy name from somebody that doesn't seem like he's big into technology. Let's see. If there's a thing you could be a card-carrying nerd for, I'm pretty sure you're the founder and president of the freaking fan club for that thing. Oh man, I am a nerd for so many things. I enjoy it. Being a nerd is good times. So this one, it looks like they're making it tricky because it doesn't look like there's a hard border for it. Like the last note we had to assemble had a perfectly square border on the outside, and this one I don't think does. This one I don't think does. So let's start finding things that we notice. Like I see stances right there, so I'm guessing that's circumstances. We can probably stick that together. There we go. And that's gressing. I'm guessing that's progressing. Right there. Getting a start on this. These people should either get a cross-cut shredder or light the scraps on the fire. How hard would it be? Just toss a match in there. For crying out loud. Let's see, Sarah, you work in a hospital, so my first thought is microbiology. That works too. Microbiology, I like that. Alright, something with the fit right there, maybe? You see anything that has that shape specifically? Or would that be too easy? I think that would be too easy. I don't think anything that's I don't see anything that's a clean fit right there. Don't know that I see. Dang, we're going well there. Let's skip somewhere else. Was able and doesn't. Those two fit together good. We're good there. This one's a lot tougher than the last one we did, definitely. Here's another partial word. I mean, I at the bottom. Here we go. Probably immediately. That's got a nice smooth shape at the bottom. Or if we got something that'll fit in there. Of course, that's actually at the bottom of our usable window, so we're going to have to move that. No, that doesn't go down there. Let's see. Like, we just got, like, the word the. That one could be difficult to fit in somewhere. There's a T-I-O-N. Maybe mention right here? Perhaps mention? I already lost it. Yeah, I just had it a second ago. Put that on. No? Wow, it's gone. All right. Something else then. I'm not even sure what we could get out of this. We came here to get the cigarette case, so. Hi, my name is Shane, and this is Shane's Jigsaw Puzzles. These jigsaw puzzles have clear delineations where the pieces snap together. Oh, here we go. There's the T-I-O-N, so we get... Oh no, that's not how you spell mention. Whoops. So what could that be? T-I-O-N. Ocean? Well, it could be. Seems like an odd choice of words right there. But this, no, that doesn't go in there. Delineations. What a great word. People don't use it enough. It's so good. I love that one. Mention. I know how words are spelled. Bastion? Is that the name of the location? No, it's or actually, yeah, they did call that the Bastion, didn't they? They did call their station the Bastion. That's not what it's called. It's not its legal name, but that's what they call it. Yes, that could be Bastion right there. Good catch, Rin. Welcome back, Nina. Yeah, that's you guys got it. Bastion. Good catch. Good catch. Let's see. Don't be afraid to fit there. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid what? So now I'm trying to find where things might fit. Don't be afraid. No, that doesn't fit. Well, actually, would that fit there? And does Bastion fit right there? Ooh, Bastion does. I think so. Don't be afraid. Something to the Bastion of Sanctity is what they call it. The Bastion of Sanctity. He and probably. Oh, that might be. Where was he? That doesn't fit right there. Oh, unless you mean up here. All right. I bet you did. There we go. He probably... Let's see. He probably... That shape looks pretty distinctive. Like, I think was able, but I'm not sure that actually... No, that was able isn't going to be able to fit right there. See, killing him immediately, that might work. Oh, that fits real nice right there. Let's see, the was able doesn't piece should definitely fit somewhere right now. That little divot on the side looks very distinctive. As does this shape right there, but I'm not seeing that anywhere. How about this right here? That looks pretty distinctive as well. No, There's got to be something that just slides right in there. I just got to see if I can spot it. Not that either. This is tricky. Unless that, maybe. I notice there's a gradient to the paper too. We can probably use that to our advantage as well. Let's see. Don't be afraid to deal with. There we go. Snaps right in there. Let's see. Was able next to Murphy? No, I don't see that snap anywhere. As far as I can tell. Not yet, anyway. Let's see, what's progressing smoothly? What could be progressing, or circumstances are progressing smoothly, maybe. Puzzle above killing. Ooh, that might be. Ah, that was it. That's the piece. Of course, now we're way up high on that, so. Gotta move everything down, make sure we got enough room. Let's scooch everything down a bit. Hopefully we'll have enough room for everything after that. Make sure I get everything back where it belongs. That right there. It doesn't look good anymore. Man, I had it looking all good. Now it doesn't look good. And then puzzle right there, maybe? That looks like it fits in that spot, but I'm not sure how it fits there. The pieces all will lock together once we finish the puzzle, but not before that, unfortunately. Oh, that Murphy was able? Oh, that Murphy was able. All right, that's what you're saying there. All right, so where does that go, though? That Murphy was able. All right, so we got that right there. Yeah, it's more challenging this way, definitely. It would be a lot easier if you could just sort of shift pieces around until they snap somewhere. Let's see, circumstances. Yeah, snap that back in. Circumstances are progressing smoothly. Let's see. Yeah, puzzle looks like it snaps right in there. Piece and him. That's interesting. Looks like those two pieces should fit together. Ooh, actually. Let's see. That right there, maybe? Oh, maybe. Think we might be able to join them now. Possibly. That looks promising. Looks kind of like it fits in there. All right, we're almost there. I feel like we're getting close. Let's see this? No. Oh, we're so close now. Add the top part to the bottom part. He probably doesn't. What a puzzle, right? This is a crazy puzzle right here. Pieces are progressing. I don't know. I don't think that fits right there. I don't see the little dimple. Or circumstance. See, I don't think anything goes after that period. We don't have a capitalization word. Ooh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Delighted of. I really think we should be able to figure out where it goes in that dip right there, but I think there's probably a trick right here. There's probably a trick as well. It's going to screw us over. Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, I accidentally figured that out. All right. Don't be afraid to deal. Chumba! Lurker Love Chumba, I hope you're enjoying the lurk. Welcome in, and thank you so much for 3 months in a row with Twitch Prime. That's really cool, thank you. Let's see, deal with him. Do we have a him? Do we have a him somewhere? I don't see him. Too nosy? Let's see, where was the nosy? I know we had one of those somewhere. Do I have something out of place? Could be the thing. I'll piece him right here. Killing him immediately. Where does that fit, though? Where do I put it? Like, I don't see somewhere that it snaps in, you know? Unless we've got something out of place. Oh, we've already got a... Oh, deal with him. Deal with him is what you're saying. Don't be afraid to deal with him. That definitely doesn't fit right there. Yes, it fits on the other side, but I don't think that does there either. Oh, please don't make me move everything again. That'd be so miserable. I think we're going to have to move everything again. Let's scooch things to the outside and get ready to shift this. Puzzles make your soul hurt. We've almost got it. We're almost done. Just got to do a couple more things and I think we're good. Let's see. Buy not and killing, you think, maybe. Ooh, that fits really well. All right, so that's another piece into place. I was thinking that maybe the puzzle right there, but I don't think so. Oh, here we go. To hear that Murphy wasn't able. All right. Oh, we're so close now. Circumstances are progressing smoothly. Let's see. There we go. Delighted to hear. We've almost got it. Let's see. Final repaid next to puzzle. I don't think so right there. Yeah, delighted to hear. We got that now. Oh, so this is the right edge of the puzzle. So there might be things that go a little bit to the other side of that. Let's scooch everything over real quick. Get some more room there. Hopefully we won't need anything too much higher than it. I hope not. I think there might be things to the other side of that there. Just now losing track where things were. Getting it back into place is going to be a little tricky. Gonna get this done. Piece of our puzzle. All right, we'll get that in place once I get everything moved. Then we should be good. Bastion. Man, they tore this up good. They tore this up real good. killing him. Don't be afraid. Our puzzle. Delighted to. That there, and snap that into place. Makes it miss the shredder. Oh. Alright, let's see. Delighted to hear. We got that. Piece of our puzzle. Alright. Here we go. Alright, yeah, piece of our puzzle. We got that right there. Repaid. Yeah, here we go. Final piece of our puzzle. Got that too. Now I have room for 2 nosy. We do. Let's see. There we go. 2 nosy. And gets 2 nosy in the meantime. 2 more pieces. He gets 2 nosy. There we go. And the final piece of our puzzle. Alright, circumstances are progressing smoothly. Delighted to hear that Murphy was able... The final piece of our puzzle. He probably doesn't. We repaid him by not killing him immediately. He gets too nosy, don't be afraid to deal with him. In the meantime, go to the Bastion of Sanctity. Alright, we reassembled it. Doesn't seem to have given us anything, though, and that's not really, like, a super important message right there. Unless there's more scraps somewhere. I suppose there could be more scraps somewhere. You notice, too, when we go back to it, it's saved in the position, too, so that's really nice. This solves everything. Yeah, that wasn't really an important note. There could be more scraps. I'm not going to rule that out. Come on, stop moving. Understand the meaning of the universe now. I shall ascend. Excellent! That's what I'm really trying to accomplish on this stream. Getting everybody to the meaning of the universe as quickly and easily as possible. Alright, so what do we do now? Who's Murphy again? Random Alien, thank you for the follow right there. I appreciate that. How are you doing today? So that doesn't get us any closer to bothering that eagle up there. Oh, that parallax background outside the window. It gets so dizzying because sometimes when you get close to an object that move, it all just warps around to the outside. It's painful. It's actually kind of painful.
Answer. There's a bald eagle perched on the chandelier.
Alright, so... got the note scraps, but again, it's not helping much. Is there something else we can mess with in here? Oh, now it's acting weird again. Now it's not giving me a right cursor. Oh, there we go. The building is a mover and shaker. The gold foil is shiny. That's true. I was thinking about that. See if we can just, like, show him the gold foil to lure him down. Use... Oh! There you go, you majestic bastard. That was easy enough. Someone get that bird. This is an Assassin's Creed. Hell yeah, winning. Alright. So it dropped the case right over here, didn't it?
Looks like an expensive cigarette case.
Hell yes. We get that, and then we'll examine that.
There's only 1 cigarette left in the case. Maybe I'll keep it around for a smoking emergency.
No, we won't. Because what we're going to do is we're going to combine the cigarette with the viral powder. And when that gives us the lethal cigarette.
The world's most effective stop smoking method.
Because you die, is what he's saying. All right. So that was what we missed. Is before we just had to come back here and solve the eagle puzzle. And that gets us what we need. So we're good now.
That door leads back to...
We are good. Let's head back out through the door. Now we kill the chameleon. Hell yeah. Screw that guy. Back to the Bastion of Sanctity. Let's kill the hell out of this guy with a deadly cigarette. Yeah, that worked for some reason. Bird like shiny thing. Put shiny thing down. Bird come. Everything good. We did the thing. I watch games sometimes. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Alright, so we'll save that there. Would still be cooler with an explosive Acme cigarette. Oh, I agree. I agree. A good novelty exploding cigarette would definitely make this puzzle good. It would be adventure gamey as hell, too. Oop, nope. Hang on. Careful. Yeah, oh, nope. And there. Whew. Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit smoking. In before there's something else I need to know. Oh no, please. Please no. Let's let that be the thing. Alright, loaded slingshot.
That's an odd place for a vase.
Yeah, we already established that. Oh, we gotta use it. Right. I know how the things work. Take out the vase. Get moving. Get down to the front hallway. Sneak around to here. Look down with the arrow keys. You have to use the arrow keys to look down, by the way. I didn't mention that before. We get our lethal cigarette. Use on the ashtray.
Well, that's not gonna work.
What? No, why?
Well, that's not.
Why?
Well, that's not.
Why is that not working? Why is that not the thing?
Well, that's not gonna.
Why is that not the thing?
A chameleon keeps. A chameleon.
Why is that not the thing?
Well, that's not gonna.
What?
Well, that's not. Well, that's not.
What? Hang on, wait, no. No, combine just takes us to our inventory. Maybe I can combine it with the match? Do I have to do that? Oh, we have to combine it with the match. And then we get the lit lethal cigarette. There we go. There we go. Then we use that on the ashtray.
Okay, the cigarette's in place. Now if you'll just go for it. Yeah, here he comes. Come on. Come on. Over to the table for some real smoking enjoyment. He's got it. That's it. Smoke away, sucker. Gotcha.
Going for it. We killed him.
Didn't anyone ever tell you these things can kill you?
Oh, obvious joke.
I underestimated you, Murphy. Viral powder in my cigarette. Very clever. You're a worthy opponent.
Well, you know, I think the world would be a much nicer place without people like you. People who go around stuffing other people's heads into water coolers.
But you've accomplished nothing. Except now, I'll be a martyr in the New Order. And you'll die with all the other vermin in the great Luvian. And when the Earth has returned to a state of perfection, and the purified races return after the waiting, my name will live forever.
Yeah, I guess that's good in theory. Too bad you won't be around to enjoy it.
Death means nothing. I would die 1,000 times to help fulfill the sacred prophecy. Enjoy your victory while you can, Murphy. Tomorrow night, you will die.
There he goes. That took forever.
I caught a lucky break getting rid of the chameleon this easy. Death is always an ugly business, but if anyone deserved it, he did. Now I've got to get Elena out of the force field.
What in the hell? Oh my god. Wow, alright. Let's save after that. Let's make a new save here. Wow. Iocane powder. Too bad he hadn't built up an immunity to that. You should always do that, just in case. Oh, jeez. How weird was that? So for anybody that didn't know, that character right there was known as the Chameleon. He was a shapeshifter. He could turn into anyone else anytime he wanted to. So I guess dying meant he just sort of flipped through a bunch of forms, then goo puddle, and then evaporated. That's kind of unpleasant. So do all Native Americans have shapeshifting powers? They're just not telling us? Or just this guy in the future? I think just this guy in the future, but I haven't actually asked around, so you never know. Oh my goodness. I must never have gotten this far in the game. I'm pretty sure I remember that particular favorite raid. That was pretty horrifying, legit. That was seriously weird stuff right there. Absolutely. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I know how to get out of the force field now, because that was what we were trying to do before. So what we need to do is move this shield, and then there's a switch behind
I've always
it.
enjoyed flipping.
And we'll flip that. Alright, shield's down.
Tex, I knew you'd come. That monster came to the motel. He looked just like you. So I opened the door. He must have knocked me out. It was terrible, the things he said to me. Oh, Tex, hold me. Kiss me.
Ooh. Oh no, what are we doing, shit? Do we do a polite refusal? Do we do some halitosis humor? Or the gumshoe motto? A, B, or C? First one in chat that gets it. We're gonna go with that. Rin says C, the gumshoe motto.
Sorry, Elena. But like I was told long ago, guns don't kill detectives. Love does.
Yeah, what? Wait.
Besides, every time I look at you, I can't help but think of your sister, and that gives me a stomach.
That's weird and gross.
But Tex, I think I'm in love with you.
Gasp. That was pretty horrific, yeah, seriously. Weird and gross. Alright, what do we do now? Do we give some self-effacing deflection? Do we play the love cynic or worried about genetics? Owen says C. Alright, I'm getting C. Let's go worried about genetics.
Well, that's nice of you to say, but I'm pretty sure you got your family's genes and it just wouldn't work out.
Are you sure there's nothing I can do to make you stay?
Do you play Twisty? Nah, never mind.
And you'll wonder why Tex is single. Twisty is this game universe's version of Twister, in case you couldn't guess. Do we give a pious excuse? Do we show some ethical concern or break it gently? Sarah Rip says B, ethical concern.
No, Elena, I don't think I could do it. You know, you're young enough to be my younger sister. But right now, I got a job to do, and I've got to do it alone. Unless I stop the cult from executing their plan, we're all gonna be toast.
Men worth having are always running off. Maybe it wouldn't work out for us anyway. If they don't kill you, let me buy you a drink. I owe you a big one.
That's an odd thing to say. Do we act magnanimous? Do we act the soda jerk? Or just act anxious to leave? What do we want to do here? Yeah, she seems really broken up. She got over us quick. Magnanimous is what Kiwi Axel says. Let's do that.
Look, Elena, you don't owe me a thing. But maybe you could help me, because what I really need right now is a good lead.
It's true.
The chameleon said that he was supposed to meet up with someone named Feral Puss at a place called the Broken Skull. Does that help?
Yeah, it does, as a matter of fact.
He summoned to his presence 1,000 hale and light-hearted friends to the deep seclusion of one of his castellated abbeys. This was an extensive and magnificent structure, the creation of the prince's own eccentric yet august taste. A strong and lofty wall girdled it in. Without was the Red Death.
And yeah, James Earl Jones right there. As the voice of God in this game.
The final group.
Yes, brother. Everyone has arrived.
And all the provisions are stored. What about the wine? We hadn't received the shipment when I last checked the inventory.
All is in order, brother. We have sufficient supplies to take us into the next century.
Excellent. I will notify the master that everything is prepared. The celebration is set to begin at the appointed hour.
What is that voice? What the hell? Yeah, James Earl Jones reading Edgar Allan Poe. That's almost worth the price of admission into this game just by itself. That is fantastic right there. Igor ass motherfucker. Seriously, that voice. Yes. Where is the wine? What the heck? Who is that guy? I don't think we've met whoever that guy is. The space voice. Creepy space voice right there. Out of nowhere. Oh, what the heck? But yeah, in this game, James Earl Jones is the voice of God, or as he's credited in this game, the big PI in the sky. Alright, so we are going to the Broken Skull Bar, off planet, as it says right there. This one, you might be interested to see who we're talking to here, because this is the other noteworthy actor in the game right here. So see if you recognize who's tending bar at the Broken Skull here. Feel free to call it out if you recognize. Does the car just go into space too? That's pretty handy. Looks like a fire hydrant. What the heck?
The way station is small, with a diameter of maybe 5,000 meters. I have no problem finding the Broken Skull, which turns out to be a typical off-world saloon. The kind of place where all the booze is watered down, the prices are triple, and the waitresses all have fresh stitches on their foreheads.
What?
It's strangely quiet, though, and the dame behind the bar looks like she'd just as soon cut my throat as pour me a drink.
So what'll you have?
What are we gonna do? Are we gonna offer a sneaky bribe? Are we gonna order a manly drink? Or make a pass at her? What do you think? What should we go? What should we go for here? Kiwi says B, order a manly drink. Yeah!
Give me 4 fingers of rye whiskey. Neat.
You know, we don't take American Express. Cash customers only.
Do we give a poor and rude attitude? Do we give some credit card humor? Or some cash humor? Some cash humor. Alright, let's go for that.
You take out-of-state cash?
We'll take any cash with the Made in the USA logo on it.
Thorngar, you know it. Yes, Rin, that is correct. This is Margot Kidder, aka Lois Lane from the old Christopher Reeve Superman movies back in the day. Out of nowhere. Just Margot Kidder. Alright, so casual bribe, no-nonsense bribe, or sleazy bribe, and let's see, Kiwi was first with A, the casual bribe, so let's do that.
I got a $100 bill. It's all dirty and crumpled. Could you toss it in the trash for me?
Put your money where your mouth is, Rockefeller.
Alright, let's give her a $100 bill then.
Okay, moneybags. One question.
Alright, shoot, we only get one question. The bluffing name dropper? That sounds like a bad idea. Interested in transportation? Maybe. Or info on the folks from GRS? I think probably C is what we want. But I'm not sure. It's definitely not A, though. I'm slow. This is not fair. Sorry, Kiwi. Yeah, let's go for C. Let's go for C.
What do you know about Ava Shanzi, Paul Dubois, and Camden Leander?
They were here about a month ago. I don't know where they went. There's your answer. Now I'm gonna have Bluto escort you out. We don't need nosy types around here. Hey, Bluto!
I shouldn't have to remind you, Murphy. Never underestimate a woman with an attitude.
We botched it! We botched it, dang it. Yeah, we should have went for B there. R.I.P. Alright, so where did we save? Ah, before we saved her. Alright, at least we'll be able to skip through here real quick. But my 4 fingers didn't even get to drink it! What a ripoff! Tex looks like a seaman to me. He definitely is. Absolutely. Escorted me out the airlock. Basically, I just died there. Threatened her with a bald eagle. I should have pocketed the eagle. That was my problem there. Why didn't I just pocket the eagle? Alright, so I'm just gonna blitz through with everything that we picked before.
Well,
because that's how I roll. Let's see, Magnanimous.
The chameleon.
He's summoned to his
Oh, it's
presence.
so good. And go to the Broken Skull. We can't save on the map screen is the problem right there. All roads lead to death. That's basically my my play for everything. Let's see. By the way, that voice actor for the chameleon was Russell
PlayStation is
Means.
small, with a diameter of maybe
He was
5,000.
100% Lakota. Oh, that's pretty
So
cool.
what do you have?
I'm assuming the voice actor for him was the same as the actor, or was it different? I think in this game, as far as I know, they don't do any differences, but I could be wrong about that. All right, so let's see if we can save right here. That'd save us some time. All right, there we go. Oh, make a pass, sure. Why not? We're saved now.
So, what do you got there, sweetheart?
Call me sweetheart again and I'll tear your throat out. Now what do you want?
That went badly. Do we do some cash humor? Do we play rough, or do we give a pouty apology? Totally worth it. Oh no, you guys just want to see me get killed now, I think. Let's play rough, sure.
Listen, sister, you threaten me again, I'll knock your lights out. I don't care if you are a girl.
Oh no.
Hey, Bluto!
I shouldn't have
And
to
we're
remind
dead.
you.
Hell hath no fury, like a woman with an 8-foot-tall security guard built like a gorilla, I think is the message here.
So what do you have?
All right, so let's try. Let's try giving her a sneaky bribe right off the bat.
I got a $100 bill right here, says you like to talk to strangers.
Are you a cop?
No, I'm no stinking cop.
Nice. Let's see. Do we say this is PI business? Do we dig for information, or do we give her a bluff that we're in the cult? I think. Sarah Rips, you say dig for information. Let's go.
Looking for some friends of mine who came here a while ago.
A lot of people come and go here.
C bluff? Oh, we might have to try that again. Do we go for a casual bribe, a no-nonsense bribe, or a sleazy bribe? We got bribe options. They're all bribes, though. We're definitely going for a bribe here. No nonsense. Let's try that.
Let's not mince words. I'll give you a C-note for some information.
Put your money where your mouth is, Rockefeller.
All right. So we got we'll give her the $100 right now.
Okay, moneybags. One question.
All right. Cool. So let's ask about transportation. Let's try that instead this time.
Can you help me find a ride to the Moonchild?
Do you have the token?
Well, no. Do we act indignant? Do we act unprepared or inquisitive? Because we definitely don't have the token. Or C, inquisitive?
Maybe. Give me a hint on the type of token you're looking for.
Wrong answer, friend. I'm afraid that your visit here is going to be permanent.
Oh, jeez!
I shouldn't have to remind you, Mercy.
That face!
Forever under.
The freeze frame of her face right when she blew her head off. Not even Bluto this time. She just straight up murdered me. Oh, it's a laser gun. Because future Trey Dog. Laser gun. Quality acting. And I like how they couldn't even keep her hands in the green screen frame right there. Needs to work on her shooting stance. She's used to having Bluto deal with all these things. This is a whole new world for her here, Thorngar. Laser gun with recoil. Sure, that'd be good stuff. Well, they still use a gunpowder charge to propel the light out of the chamber. Of course. It's just physics. Just physics.
So what do you have?
You're on the moon. Gravity's different. Science. X-rays. Stellar drift. Something. And here I thought she was a straight shooter. Alright, so let's see if we can fast track to where the interesting stuff happens. Because I think we were on the right track when we get her to answer a question. I feel like the token is the right thing, so let's continue down that path. We give her the no-nonsense bribe, and then we offer the $100 bill.
Okay.
That gets us one question. We ask about transportation.
Can you help me find...
Do you have the token?
So do we act indignant or unprepared is the question here. I'm honestly thinking indignant might be the right thing to do. Yeah, let's try indignant.
I don't need to give you a token. The chameleon sent me.
I don't care who sent you. Without the token, you're no better than a mutant. And the only good mutant is a dead one.
And we got killed. Darn it. Maybe that is a dead end. I'm not sure. We might want to try the name-dropping bluff instead. Unprepared would be the other option. Maybe unprepared. Because with her talking about mutants right there, I think she is actually a member of the cult. So that could be a problem. So if she's a member of the cult, then we can't just... She's not just a bartender. She's a true believer. So we have to convince her we're not going up to the Moonchild to do bad things. Because so that is what we're going to the Moonchild to do, is bad things.
No.
Dig for information.
Put your...
Alright, $100 bill.
Okay.
Alright, so you folks wanted me to try unprepared, so we'll try unprepared next.
Can you help me find a ride to the...
Do you have the token?
Alright, so let's try unprepared.
Let me check. No, I must be in my other overcoat.
Look, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Bam.
I mean, maybe you're one of us, and maybe you're just an idiot. Go find your token. If you come back here without it, don't plan on leaving.
Alright. Alright, so that was it. That got us out of there at least. We're still alive. But we need to find a token. So that's interesting. Thought your name was Bart, so she ended you. Ow. Wowee. Hey, LTG, welcome in. How are you doing tonight? Good to see you. Oh, he's got power armor? That would explain why he can just kill me from off screen with his big laser gatling. At least make a token effort. And maybe we can ask around about the token. That's true. That might be a new topic of conversation. But who would we even ask about a token? I don't know if we know anybody that was set to go up there. Let's see if anybody is still at the roadside motel. If she's still there, we might be able to talk to her. Maybe she'll know what the token is. The token it up. Wasn't that an option of conversation right there?
Did you forget something?
Alright, let's see if we can talk to her about it. Do we have a new... We do! We have a couple new things. We have the name of that guy.
Sorry, I don't know about that.
The Feral Puss, which is a wonderful name, and the token.
The chameleon said something about using an old silver dollar as a token.
Alright, so it's an old silver dollar is what we're looking for. I don't think we've ever seen an old silver dollar. That doesn't super duper help us, but that's interesting. Would the chameleon have had one where he died? We can check that too. We can check the spot where he died. I didn't think to do that before, so that might be a thing. So let's head back to... Where's the mansion gone? The mansion's gone now. Yeah, the mansion's not on the map anymore, so that's not going to be a thing. Hopefully we didn't screw that up. I don't think so. We've never seen any dead ends in the game yet. So, where else? Where else could we go to ask about a token? Trying to think who might know. Is there a slot machine? Not as far as I know. Old silver dollar. Well, let's go ask around Chandler Avenue, I guess. See if anybody around there knows anything about it. May as well. Oh, I could have asked her about the silver dollar. I didn't even notice that.
Thank goodness you're all right. I've been worried sick.
Alright, I didn't see that added a new topic. Thank you for pointing that out.
I don't know where you could find one. They're so rare.
Alright, well, we've actually got a whole bunch of new, things to ask about here, too.
Murray's a hot-headed jerk, but he's brilliant. I heard a rumor that he was reprimanded for conducting unethical experiments some time ago, but he's too good to let go.
And how about Ava?
Ava was hired about 6 months ago. I tried to get to know her, but she was never too friendly with me.
That's because she thought you were a ditz, unfortunately. How about Camden?
Wish I could help you.
And Marcus?
He was alright to work for, but kept to himself.
Alright, so that's all we're getting out of her. We need to find this. We've got a new topic of conversation now, the silver dollar, so we need to ask around about that. Thorngar, I have a couple silver dollars. Let me just jump in the game real quick. Mail them to the future, Thorngar. I'll go check my office. Literally just left here, lady. I actually just walked out the door, then turned around. Alright, so now we definitely want to go to Chandler Avenue, I think, and ask around, see if anybody in there knows. Let's ask at Rook's pawn shop. Rook's never actually allowed us to buy anything at his pawn shop. Maybe he might now. Rose, you're headed off to bed? Alright, thank you for stopping by, Rose. I appreciate it. You take care of yourself, and I will see you around. Now, see, that's what we should have done, Sarah.
Judas,
hold
Murphy,
up.
can't you find something else to do besides bothering me?
We should have bargained. That's what we should have done. Send a bald eagle to deliver it, since apparently they're everywhere now. Alright, do you know where I could get a silver dollar?
Yeah, I've got a couple of old Susan B. Anthony silver dollars in my coin collection. They're pretty expensive, though I guess I do owe you something.
Yes, you do! We got one! We got a Susan B. Anthony dollar. Holy crap! First guess! What do you know? Rook actually did something useful. Hell yes. Alright, so we'll save with the silver dollar, and then we're headed back to space. Thank you, Rook. Ease peas. Ease peas. I mean, it seems too easy, but I had to guess to go to Rook's first. I figured a pawn shop for an old dollar, that could have been the thing. I mean, this could be a red herring as well. That's possible. Maybe they're going to say, oh, that's not the right silver dollar, and we're going to die. But we'll see. Alright, let's see if we're going to get shot in the face or if we're going deeper into space here. Yeah, someone looked for a while, though. If you didn't go straight to Rook, you could have just kept asking around until somebody told you something about it. Hashtag wizard.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Alright, do we act casually positive, half serious with fear, or just stall? I don't think we want to stall here. Casually positive, maybe? What are you folks thinking? Or is Bluto going to throw me out the airlock without a suit? Alright, you guys are saying A, let's get with that.
Yeah, it went through the wash, but I think it'll work.
Well, let's see it. I haven't got all day.
Anything you say, Margot Kidder. Woman of truth!
Okay. Go knock on that door and say Jax or better. The man you need to see is in there.
I walk down a hall and look at the name tag on the door. Farrell Puff. Must be a charming guy. I call out the password and a gravelly, grating voice calls loudly for me to come in. As I step into the back room, I'm blasted by an aromatic wave of cigar smoke, alcohol, fish, and body sweat. Combination almost knocks me out. The room is empty except for a bloated hog of a man who seems to be the source of all the foul odors.
I ain't seen you here before. Who the hell are you?
What is happening with his face? Taking it was a negative experience wasn't my favorite there, LTG. Oh man, I pissed someone off. They told me they were going to hit me with the neck of a guitar. I asked, is that a threat? The ferret puss again. Oh, we should save here, shouldn't we? Let's go ahead and save here since everything kills us now. Everything is deadly since we're near the end of the game. Alright, so do we go bull in a china shop? Do we go friendly, sort of, or attempt a feeble joke? Sarah, you already said B, so let's go friendly, sort of.
My friends call me Tex. You can call me Mr. Murphy, unless you'd like to be my friend.
You know, I made a bet that you wasn't stupid enough to use your real name. I guess we both lose, Murphy.
You know, Mr. Puss, it's not only rude, but it's also illegal to point a Lester flame rod at a total stranger.
Ha! You're not a total stranger. I've been waiting for you for a while now. Though I thought you was gonna come up with that chameleon.
So you're disappointed the chameleon isn't here, huh? Why? Was he your girlfriend?
Hell, I ought to blow your head off right now. But I ain't gonna. I like watching you sweat.
You know, I bet you do. Probably makes your own body odor less noticeable.
Watch your mouth, boy, or I'll blow your damn head off. My boss told me that when you got here, I should take care of you. Now sit down!
Well, great. I'd like a Mai Tai with 2 umbrellas and a nice plate of those cocktail weenies.
I don't think so. I think you wanted me to slit your throat. But there ain't no sport in that. So I'm gonna give you a chance to beat the odds.
Oh, I've beaten a few odds in my time.
I'll guarantee you haven't beaten this. I call it the Farrellette table. 3 of them balls are hollow, and there's a spy drone in each one. They're little robotic arachnids with nasty stingers.
Well, dare I ask what's in the 4th ball?
Inside that one is part of a ticket to the Moonchild. I'll mix them around. Then you just have to pick the ball with the ticket and open it up. Do that 4 times.
4 times?
And I'll take you to the Moonchild.
Sounds like the old shell game to me.
Close enough. Here's the ball with the ticket. Let's play. Okay, pick a ball. Any ball.
All right, hang on, I got this. Oh no, I lost it. All right, I think it's this one. I'm gonna save, but I think it's the top one. What do you folks think? Am I good there, chat? Do you think it's that one? You think it's top 2? Let's try it. Oh, we got it!
Beginner's luck. Let's see how you do this time.
Alright, so it's that one right there. Watch carefully. Alright, I think it's the center one this time. I'm thinking it's the center one. And we're going to save again. Because why not? Alright, it's tense. Oh, it's 2! It's 2!
Damn it! I guess I need to speed up the balls a little.
Oh, please don't!
Well, 3rd time's the charm. For me.
Oh, no. Alright, we can do this. Oh no, I lost it! I think it's the top one. I kind of lost it though in there. Oh, you guys think it's this one? Oh no. We got 4 votes for left. All right. I'll try left then. We can do that. Save scum again. So much save scumming. I'm trusting you, chat. I'm trusting you. You know!
Finish up this lousy shell game and let's go.
It was totally the top one, wasn't it? I bet it was. I bet it was. Alright, let's see if we can do this again. I don't know if it's going to be the same thing again. Alright, it was the same animation, so I think it's the top one. No, it wasn't the top one either!
Finish up this.
Alright. Alright, let's all try and keep an eye on it this time. We'll try it again. I kind of wanted to see the spider too. I wouldn't have wanted to get through without seeing what the spider does. I was curious. I'll admit, I was curious. Alright, let's watch again. We'll get another shot at this. Hooray for Save Scumming! Alright, let's try bottom. Let's try bottom. It was bottom! One more!
Lucky today, aren't we? I can't wait to see a spy drone tear your head off. No one's gotten this far before, Murphy. It'd be a real shame if you screwed up now.
Alright, let's watch real careful, chat. Whoa! No! I think it's top. I think it's top. That was really hard. I'm gonna try top. We try. It was not top. All right, so we had 2 votes for left in chat.
Finish up.
So let's try left next. Let's try left. We'll get another chance to look at it here too. So if you want to see which one you think it is, let's just try this again. Oh, I lose it. I lose it when it spins. It's top left. Man, the new Spider-Man DLC got weird. A little bit. And John, I love how you got those emotes. All right, we're going to try left. It was not left. That look.
Finish up.
That look slays me. Oh no, we're going to get this. We're going to figure it out somehow. All right, one more time. Nobody blink. I keep thinking it's top, but we already tried that. What do you think? Why is everyone voting differently? All right, we got 2 votes for center. We'll try center. It was not center. It's got to be bottom then, right? Is that the only one we haven't tried?
Finish up.
I think that's the only one we haven't tried. All right. One more time. See if I can follow it through that spin move. I cannot. I'm gonna count frames. Bottom then? Yeah, it was just bottom.
Damn you, Murphy! I wanted to see you die! But we did make a deal. I'm taking a few people up to the Moonchild in a couple of hours. You can go with us. I have some business to take care of. Wait at the bar until we leave. Drinks are on me. Be sure to ask for the house special. It's my favorite.
Sit down, brother. Have a drink. It's on the house.
I wanted to see you die, but I'm an honorable man. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised. I was literally ordered to murder you, but you did pick which ball was moving very quickly in this circle, so... Alright, so, I'm gonna save again, because everything's scary now, chat. Everything is scary. Alright, so how are we gonna act here? Agreeable? Do we give a polite refusal, or do some small talk? Kiwi says A.
Thanks. Make it bourbon neat. So, when we leaving?
Oh, it won't be long now. The purification will be tomorrow at midnight.
Oh, we don't have a lot of time. Do we act politely curious? Do we act ready for fun? Or give a little bit of a cult bluff? I'm not even sure where to go with this one. Help me out, chat. What am I doing? What should I do here? What won't get me horribly murdered? Is the question. I don't want to get shot in the face by Margot Kidder again. Been plenty of that this evening. LTG says B, ready for fun.
Yeah, sounds like fun. By the way, Farrell told me to ask about the house special.
No.
Oh, really? Well, Farrell's always been partial to the house special. Here you go.
Oh, I'm not feeling good about this. Do we give the traditional PI toast? Do we invite her to join in or give a change of heart? Alright, I see B. Let's go B.
This ought to hit the spot. Are you gonna join me?
Oh, no, it's a little strong for me. It's a man's drink.
Don't fall for it, Tex!
So, you're Tex Murphy. Well, we're gonna make your trip as comfortable as possible. Nighty-night!
When I come to, I realize I must be on the Moonchild. Searching my pockets, I find that everything I was carrying has been taken.
Oh, damn it!
Including the winter chip. Maybe if I'd hidden it, say, in a watch with a secret compartment, the cult might not have found it. Now there's no way for me to stop them.
I see you're back again.
Oh, no!
This is getting old, Murphy.
And hey, Totally Not King, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. How are you doing tonight? What is happening? We just got drugged by Margot Kidder in a space bar, and then we got killed by an evil cult along with the rest of humanity. Tuesdays, man. Tuesdays. How are you doing, Totally Not King? How did your stream go? What were you playing? Tell us everything. And Deer Fox, welcome in as well. How are you doing today? Good to see you. For anybody from Totally Not King's stream that doesn't know me, my name is Shane. That's Shane is Games. I play the obscure, unusual, and nostalgic. And today we are going very, very old school with Tex Murphy Under a Killing Moon from 1994, right here. Oh, Deer Fox. Let's see, politely decline this time. We could. He mentioned something about hiding the chip. I'm wondering if that's something we could do before things go bad.
Sit down, brother. Have a drink. It's on the house.
We don't have anything that doesn't get taken, though. I don't think. Can we hide the winter chip inside the video cassette? No. Sea Witch! 11 months with tier 1 sub. You're out of paper cups. I'm so sorry. I'll run some over immediately. Sea Witch, thank you for 11 goddamn months. That is insane. And welcome in. How are you doing tonight? How is your Spoopsmas week going? Hope you're having some fun, at least. Here's hoping. As you Totally Not King, you're doing good. Finger hurts, but other than that, was good. We're playing DBD. Nice. Started with Deadly Premonition, but oh no, were you playing Deadly Premonition PC? Oh no, Deadly Premonition PC is a mountain of problems. If you're interested in trying to get the PC version to work, Totally Not King, DM me on either Wismarie on Twitch or DM me on Discord. I might be able to help you out. But there's only so many things you can do with Deadly Premonition PC. Yeah, I played it on PC twice. It was not It was not a smooth experience either time, but I did get it working. So it can be done, but it's challenging. It is definitely challenging. Yeah, only 1 month to go to that shiny rainbow badge. I do love that rainbow badge. Do you like the rainbow badge, Sea Witch? Do you think that's a cool badge? Do you enjoy that one? Alright, so I was hoping I could hide the winter chip somewhere. But I don't really have anything to hide it in, so yeah, I guess we're gonna have to see if maybe we can not take the drink? Perhaps? Are you curious if that was the thing? I thought there was a give all, but I don't remember either. You hate the badges, understandable. I can respect that. No weird place to hide a chip, unfortunately. Alright, we're gonna have to try and talk our way out of this. So let's go polite refusal. Give a polite refusal here.
No thanks. Maybe later.
Oh, come on. Where are you gonna go? We'll be leaving for the promised land pretty soon.
Let's see. I read some fixes. If I'm still stuck, I'll shoot you a message. Just keeps crashing when I try. Oh, yes, the hospital. The hospital is a very, very common crash point. If you haven't already checked it out, Totally Not King, go to PCGamingWiki.com. That is my absolute favorite site for looking up fixes for busted-ass old PC games. So look there. I think there is a hospital fix on there. Because hospital is a notorious crash point. I'm sure there's some fix out there for it. Alright, chat's saying C, so let's try and slyly buy some time here.
Damn it. I haven't even started packing yet. So how soon before we leave?
Oh, it won't be long now. The purification will be tomorrow at midnight.
Alright, do we act politely curious? Do we act ready for fun? That's what we tried last time. Or do we give a cult bluff? Kiwi says C, let's do the cult bluff.
Well, finally, the holy prophecies are coming true. By the way, Farrell told me to ask about the house special.
Texno!
Oh, really? Well, Farrell's always been partial to the house special. Here you go.
Oh no, let's have a change of heart. Let's have a change of heart.
I'd really rather have a few fingers of bourbon.
Try this first. Could make you swear off bourbon.
Tex, you fool!
So, you're Tex
Dang it.
Murphy.
When I come to, I realize I must be on the Moonchild. Searching my pockets,
See, why
I find
does he
that
say
everything I
watch
was
with a
carrying
secret
has been
compartment
taken,
right there?
including the winter.
I see you're back again.
Do I have to go back and get like a secret compartment watch? Is that actually a thing we missed out on? I feel like that could be a thing. I don't know. If so, we'd have to load back for quite a while. That would be frustrating. Let's keep trying to work our way through the dialogue first. That would be kind of silly, but the 90s were a very silly time for adventure games, so I don't want to rule it out.
Sit down, brother. Have a drink. It's on the house.
Alright, so we'll politely refuse.
No thanks. Maybe later.
Oh, come on. Where are you gonna go? We'll be leaving for the promised land pretty soon.
And then we will try and weasel some more info.
So when exactly are we leaving? Because I'd like to make a note in my day timer.
Oh, it won't be long now. The purification will be tomorrow at midnight.
Dang it, we're back here. Let's act politely curious.
What is the purification?
You don't know? The purification is the foundation of the Brotherhood. You're not really one of us, are you? I'm afraid you won't be coming with us.
I shouldn't have to remind you, Murphy. Never underestimate a woman with an attitude.
That didn't work. That was a bad thing. What Shayna's Games doesn't realize is there's an option that kills you, then deletes all your saves. Oh! What is a day timer? That I do not remember about. She looks like a lady ready to party. If you don't recognize her, COH, that is Margot Kidder. The Lois Lane from the old Christopher Reeve Superman movies. Probably the most noteworthy name in here, although the voice on the game over screens is also James Earl Jones. I'm not sure, Sarah Rips. I'm not sure. No, I don't think there's anything we can combine with the winter chip. Because they said they take everything.
Sit down, brother. Have a drink. It's on the house.
So I don't think so. We've got the newspaper. We've got the electronics shop credit card. We've got the bandana. We've got a note paper. We've got a video cassette. And we've got 2 notes. So no, I don't think so. Try small talk, sure.
Free drinks? Doesn't that eat up the profits?
That's pretty funny. This way station's gonna be a ghost town tomorrow. I intend to drink as much of the good stuff as I can before we fly off to the promised land.
That's a computer chip, unfortunately. I don't think it's I think it's too big. I'll try. Nope, no dice. Slyly buy some time?
Damn it, I haven't even started packing yet. So how soon before we leave?
Oh, it won't be long now. The purification will be tomorrow at midnight.
Now, you couldn't see it on there, but I've literally clicked on everything with a winter chip now, so I can confirm it doesn't combine with anything in my inventory. Ready for fun? No, that just, I think... Let's see, Politely Curious gets us killed. So try B.
Yeah, sounds like fun. By the way, Farrell told me...
Oh, then he asked about the house special.
Oh, really?
I guess the only thing we haven't tried here is the PI toast.
Thanks, sister. Well, here's mud in your eye.
So...
No, alright.
When I come to,
I see you're back again.
Alright, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check and see if we really do have to go back, because that means redoing a bunch of stuff. And I'm hoping that's not the case, but let's find out. I've still got my hint file up here, and we'll see if it can nudge us in the right direction. For anybody that plays really old adventure games, there's a website called the Universal Hint System that I very highly recommend, because it's I mean, this is basically what it does, is it basically helps nudge you in the right direction, instead of just outright giving you the answers to things. Let's see. God damn it, yes, we missed something. We apparently missed something, yeah. So, let's... Yep, we missed something. We're gonna have to go back for it. Yep, we gotta go back. So... Oh, that's gonna be a while back, isn't it? Oh, we're gonna have to redo a bunch of stuff. Mistakes were made! We have to redo... Oh, we're gonna have to redo the balls again. We're gonna have to do the balls again, that's fine. I haven't actually seen the hint system in Miss Masterpiece Edition, but I plan to try Miss Masterpiece I Watch Games sometimes. I've got it installed right now. I played original Myst back in the day, but I haven't played it since then. Alright, so here's where we need to go, if I read this correctly. We need to go to Countess's mansion. Yeah, does anybody remember the balls, perhaps? The first 2 I got, but the second 2 were hard. No, Riven comes second and is also a nightmare that I'd rather not do. Alright, so... Oh, hey, look. Wait, no, I saw it there for a second. Look at that. Oh, I saw it. There's like a pixel there. There's like a single pixel. There we go. You see this single pixel line right here? This tiny black line? Are you guys seeing this? That's what we needed. I can't even click on it right now. You can kind of see it there. A little bit.
Hey, neat. I saw a watch just like this one in my spy supply catalog. Really nice spy watches have things like built-in parachutes.
Yeah, that's what we missed. How would you spot that normally? I ask you. If there is anything wrong with Tex Murphy, and there is some things wrong with it, is that some of the items are really, really hard to spot. There was this one, and there was also a fax printout under a table that I had some trouble finding, and a couple other things that I found almost by accident that you could very easily miss. So let's take a look at that.
Maybe there's more to this watch than meets the eye. What's this? It's a secret compartment.
Yeah, so it wasn't so subtly indicating that, yeah, that's what we need to do. So you combine the spy watch with the winter chip. And we get the watch with the hidden chip in it. That's what we needed. So now they can't keep it. Hell yeah, flip that table, LTG. It's the right move here. Flipping the table is the correct course of action in this circumstance. Are you able to hide your other stuff, like in your office? I don't think anything else will fit in there. It was a tiny square compartment, which seems like it was perfectly made for the winter chip. Yeah, there's always got to be a pixel hunt in there somewhere, right? All right, enjoy your lurk, Overlord. All right, so let's go back to the Broken Skull now. Let's see if we can proceed from here. Done, 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 done. So, Nina, you say top, center, bottom, bottom? Top, center, bottom, bottom. We'll try that.
Yeah.
Well, let's...
Alright, so we give her the Susan B. Anthony dollar.
Okay.
I walk down on...
I ain't seen you.
And friendly, sort of.
You know...
We'll blaze through this.
No.
We already saw this
I'll
once.
guarantee you haven't...
Well, dare I...
Inside that one.
Sounds like the old shit.
Close enough.
Alright, so what was... Oh, it already scrolled off screen.
Pick a ball. Any ball.
It already scrolled off screen. What was Nina's message back there, as far as what it was? I wasn't even looking. I think this one was the top one. This one I think was top. Top, center, bottom, bottom. Thank you, Nina.
Beginner.
I want to see if I can spot the center one, since we're not 100% sure about that one. Oh yeah, that one's definitely center. Sweet.
Damn it.
And then we're assuming the last ones are bottom, bottom. Longest journey. Longest journey I want to play on stream within the next few months if I can, Sarah Rips. I really want to check that series out, and I've never played any of them, but everyone tells me it's amazing. So I'm hoping to play some Longest Journey, but the original Longest Journey is an old game. Alright, so that was bottom, so as long as this one's bottom, we should be good right here. Oh, you're a fan of it. I'll take that as a point in its favor then. I was part of the Kickstarter for the last Longest Journey game, Dreamfall Chapters, I believe. Just because I support adventure games that much.
Damn you, Murphy!
Sit down, brother. Have a drink. It's on the house.
Alright, so now we're back here, and we're gonna save again, just in case. We got the watch now. We got the watch now, so that's hopefully what we needed. So let's go straight for it. Let's go straight for it, because we know there's no way to get out of it here.
Thanks. Make it bourbon neat.
Oh, it won't be...
You ready for fun?
Yeah, sounds like... By the way,
Oh, really?
And then invite to join in.
This ought to hit the spot. Are you gonna join me?
Oh, no, it's a little strong for me. It's a man's drink.
And Tex just doesn't suspect a thing. Not a thing!
So, you're Tex Murphy. Well, we're gonna make your trip as comfortable as possible. Nighty-night!
That laugh! Alright, we didn't game over, so I guess that was what we needed to do. 6, Mooning the Cult.
The figure was tall and gaunt, and in the costume and bearing of the stranger neither wit nor propriety existed. There are chords in the hearts of the most reckless, which cannot be touched without emotion. Even with the utterly lost, to whom life and death are equally jests, there are matters of which no jest can be made.
That's so cool.
I must have died and gone to heaven. Except I don't think people in heaven have raging hangovers. I must be on the Moonchild. I have to admit, it is incredible. I could get used to living in a place like this. I've never seen anything so beautiful. What's that sound? Something's coming this way.
Something dangerous? Oh no. Another one of these weird cube messages.
Wake up, Mr. Murphy. We'll have no sleeping through the greatest event in the history of the world. I'm so glad you could join us on this sacred day. Maybe you don't recognize me. It has been some time. Lowell Percival, at your
From the
service.
last game?
You did a job for me on Mars a few years back. Cleverness, tenacity, both then and now, have shown me that you belong here.
Oh, crap.
In fact, I need to thank you for securing the statuette for us. The flawless crystal and the symbolic purity of the dove are the foundation of our beliefs. Our sacred text has said that our destiny would be secure only if we had the statuette in our possession. We are deeply in your debt. In an hour or so, we will fulfill an ancient prophecy, specifically the purification by means of the Great Alluvion. It is a fabulous name for a somewhat nasty process. Those creative minds at GRS worked extra hard for a long time to make our prophecy a reality. It was quite a challenge to come up with a plan that would match the details of the Great Alluvion as it is described in our sacred text. Cost me a fortune. Now everything's prepared. At midnight, I will become the savior of our dying world. The earth has become a rotting shell, inhabited by a mongrel breed of half-humans that infest the pure races with their filthy, mutated genes. Is that to be the fate of mankind?
Yeah.
The earth must be thoroughly cleansed for mankind to be saved. Soon, we'll release the seeds of purification, the great alluvion, the baptism of fire, which follows will destroy all life on earth. But from the ashes will arise a glorious new age. In keeping with the sacred prophecies, we'll wait 40 years here on the Moonchild. Then our genetically pure children will return to a world that, like them, is clean and unspoiled. Though I may not live to see it, I will die peacefully, knowing that I have given mankind a purified world. I designed this Moonchild to be the Ark of humanity, but it is also a splendid place to spend the next 40 years. We have it all here: aquariums, aviaries, zoos with animals of all kinds, forests, rivers, mountains, nightclubs, ballparks, everything you could ever want. And the people, only the creme de la creme: architects, bankers, doctors, artists, musicians, and a former president. And as for the women, they're all beautiful, intelligent, accomplished. 1,000 men, women, and children, all bound together by belief and purpose, a desire to create a world free of imperfections, a society of harmony, peace, without fear, without crime.
Only a little genocide.
Share in our dream, Mr. Murphy. You have less than an hour to decide. I can't allow you to attend the big purification party, but I'll be down to see you right after. I'm sure you'll agree that your options are limited.
So, Lowell Percival is behind all this. His offer is tempting. It sounds like paradise. And there's probably no way to stop the cult now, so maybe I should just make the best of it. Hold on, Murphy. Don't forget what they've got in mind. They intend to wipe out every person that doesn't happen to meet their standards. I wouldn't last very long in a club like this. I could never be part of their brotherhood. I've got to find a way to stop them, but I'm gonna need some help. If Ava Shanzi is still alive and I can find her, the two of us might be able to figure something out. Maybe it's too late, but I've got to do something.
And then awkward silence.
I looked through the pockets of my overcoat, but they've taken everything. All I've got left is the watch I found at the Countess Mansion. Could be a lot worse, though. At least they didn't find the winter chip.
Alright, so we lost all of our items, but we've still got the winter chip. Let's go ahead and save so we don't have to go through that monstrous dialogue again. As cool as it was also very long. Oh my goodness. Yeah, what was he wearing there, Kiwi? It looked like a red tarp or something? Shadow Lion, welcome in. How are you doing? Yeah, who needs engineers or plumbers when you have a former president? It seemed like an odd list there. Like, it's definitely who a rich person would choose to save at the end of the world. Yeah, 1,000 people to run the entire Earth. This'll work great. Puffy red dress? That could have been too. Alright, so here's what he was talking about. That Ava Shanzi was a double agent inside the cult. And she was originally the one that had the winter chip. And she was going to bring the winter chip to the Moonchild and somehow use it to disable their computer systems so they couldn't wipe out all mankind like they're about to in less than an hour. So we have the winter chip, but Tex is kind of an idiot and he doesn't know what to do with it. So if we can find Ava and give her the winter chip, maybe she'll know what we can do to stop all this from happening still. Maybe he just likes to look pretty. Who doesn't like to look pretty when the world's about to end? Games. Ooh. I mean, if I were a cult leader, I would 10,000% be clad in red velvet 24/7, so he's got it right. It's true. It's true. You got certain expectations to live up to when you're a cult leader. Alright, so let's take a look at our surroundings. See what we got here.
Back on Earth, this thing wouldn't last 10 minutes without getting spray paint.
What is that even? Oh, just a big sort of sculpture thing. Alright. Let's look around, see if we can spot anything. Let me know if you guys see anything small that we need to interact with. Like, oh, I don't know, a watch on top of a goddamn mantelpiece. You know, just in case you happen to spot it. It looks pretty spotless out here. But I wouldn't really expect too much to be stashed out here. Although, what is this?
A rake. Too bad someone already gathered up all the leaves in here.
I'll take a rake. Sure, why not?
This is a rugged John Stagg harvester rake. It's very solid and heavy.
That's probably a thing to note. Full of shitty 90s fashions, though, so it just fits in. I thought it was Han Solo at first, though, and I'm glad that wasn't just me. I'm like, is that Han in Carbonite up there? Literally a single pixel, Sarah. That's brutal. Click on each star, sure. We've got less than an hour before the world ends, but let's click on every single star. Alright, anything else to spot out here? What is that on the ground?
Looks like someone didn't get around to picking up this pile of leaves. Groundskeepers must belong to a union.
What's this above the door, too?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, that's a Puffbuster smoke detector.
Alright, we'll have to keep that in mind. There's a smoke detector right there. That could be important. Rake them? You know, we actually might be able to. Wow, we can rake the leaves. And now we don't have a rake for some reason. It made a leafy noise, and now I don't have a rake. That's awesome. Thanks. Thanks for that game. Very cool. Awesome. Good deal. Did it change anything? Can I see something in the pile of leaves now? Nope, nothing. I will say there are red herring items in this game. Sometimes there are red items that do nothing except jokes, like the fish food. If anyone was here for the fish food. No one ever taught him how to rake. He had no idea. He did it very badly. I just kind of smashed the rake into the ground until it was just splinters. Ugh. Yeah, I was thinking set off a... Let's see if we can just open the door, though. We haven't tried that yet.
This must be the way out, and I can hear someone pacing from the other side. Probably the security guard.
Shoot. Well? The security guard murder us if we try and go through the door?
I see you're back again. This is getting old, Murphy. Next time, try not to walk through the wrong door.
Alright, so if we go through the door, the security guard murders us. Good to know. Everyone murders us at this point of the game.
I looked through the pockets of my overcoat.
Alright, so... We're back here. Is there anywhere else we can go then? I thought that was the only door. Oh, that parallax effect is killing me. There's gotta be something else we can use in this room then. That's something right there. Can't tell if there's a thing right there or not. No, I think it was just the way things are lining up. Alright. Alright, let's see what else we can do. Let's get the rake. Maybe that was actually a dead end.
A rake?
It could have actually been a dead end using the rake right there. Can we poke the... Wait, is there something in the grass there too? I'm getting paranoid now. No, I don't think there is. Let's take another look around. See if we spot anything. If anything jumps out at us. Aside from the literal pop in the game. Oh, there's another door! I didn't even notice this other door over there.
This door looks too accessible to be an exit.
Hello!
A bottle of lighting fluid. These cult members must like to barbecue.
Well, that's convenient.
High-octane lighter fluid in the point-and-squirt container. Very convenient.
Very convenient. Yeah, I didn't see the door there, Kiwi. Thank you. The fish food, oh my god. Every star. No, I can't. Focus the light from the sun to the magnifying glass, person. That would be amazing. We didn't start the fire yet. But there's still time. Alright, so... let's see about starting the fire then. I'm gonna save again now that we found some items. We're just gonna save constantly now. That is going to be a thing. And then we use the lighter fluid. Alright, and now what do we rake it? Do we rake it to try and start it? That's kind of all I've got right there. Shane's gonna start the fire. He was always gonna, since Shane's been playing. I guess maybe we use the metal tip of the rake? That did not start the fire. Alright, there's gotta be something else we can start a fire with around here somewhere. Gotta be. Hang on, wait. No, nothing up there. They just smashed the rake again. Or maybe he thinks you're supposed to eat the rake after you're done with it. Maybe that's the tradition where he's from. Rake the leaves, then devour the rake. High in iron and fiber. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that was bad.
This arboretum is like the Garden of Eden. The trees and plants are all real and full bloom. There's no place like this on Earth anymore.
Maybe I don't feel like Tex is enough of a green thumb to know how to do that. It's possible though.
This arboretum.
Let's see. Will Flamin' Scott sue for copyright breach? I hope not. I don't have money to get sued. Wait, hang on. What's this?
This rock looks like it may actually be a piece of flint.
Oh, how convenient.
This piece of flint takes me back to my days as a tender.
Oh, he actually was a scout.
We spent hours trying to start a fire so we could heat up our beans and weenies.
Thanks, Rin, but I think I'm gonna build mine from scratch. Why was there? Because, adventure games. Adventure games, Sea Witch! Adventure games. Let's do the thing!
Well, that's not gonna work.
Oh! That's...
Well, that's not gonna... Well, that's not gonna...
But...
Well, that's not
But
gonna
the
work.
flint!
Well, that's not gonna work.
Alright, maybe we need something else, or maybe we need to have not destroyed the rake. It's difficult to tell. Flint doesn't work by itself, right? Right, you need a... Oh, you need steel. Oh, we probably actually do need the rake. Let's load. Let's load with a rake not destroyed in the pile of leaves for some reason.
I looked through the pockets of my...
Alright, so now we just need to get the flint again. Wait, was there something there? There is something here.
This piece of rock looks like it's come loose from the...
Oh, alright. So we just needed a regular ass rock. There we go. Clearly we didn't even need to save scum with that, but that's fine, because now we have a rake. And if anybody gets close to me, they get rake face. And nobody wants to get rake face. No one wants that. Alright, so... Try this again. So let's combine the flint and the piece of rock. And we now have sparks, is what we have. Tex is the moon rake. Oh, God. He actually is, isn't he? Alright, so let's use this.
The leaves look like they have some kind of glaze on them, probably a flame retardant. It'll take more than just a few sparks to set them on
Alright,
fire.
we didn't use the lighter fluid in this run, so... Lighter fluid first. A glaze, sure, why not? Why not? Safety first. Let's see, I bet you Rakeface has some great stories. Have you ever tried to sit down and just talk with people instead of just pushing everyone away? Pushing everyone away has worked pretty good so far, Rangor. I mean, what would the alternative even be? Long-lasting friendships? That's crazy. That's insane. That's why the leaves are fucking dying, they're glazed. That's why they should have gotten some botanists and some gardeners on the ship instead of just all the rich folks. Hey, Mr. Steel Rose, welcome in. How are you doing today? Alright, so now we use the sparks.
Let me give you a few pointers. Setting the leaves on fire was moderately clever, but trying to jump him isn't going to work. You're not faster than a speeding bullet.
So that drew him out, but we need to do something else after that. Oh no, do we? No. Oh no. Oh no, I think you might be right, chat. Oh
I looked through
no.
the pockets of my overcoat, but...
No. I think you might be right. Chat, I think we're doing this. Chat, this is for real. This is happening. He didn't eat the rake, he buried the rake. Oh my gosh. This is the silliest thing. This is the silliest thing, and I love if this actually works. If this actually works, this is gonna be the best. This is Game of the Year 1994 right here, if this actually works. This is brilliant and beautiful, and I think I'm going to love it. Alright, so we
This
combine...
piece of flint takes me back to my...
Alright, so we combine the rock and the flint, and we get the sparks, and then we carefully hide the rake.
Looks like someone didn't get
Now
around...
we carefully hide the rake in the pile of leaves. Then we douse the leaves with the lighter fluid. And then we set it on fire. And then we watch.
What an idiot. Oh.
Just straight up Looney Tunes now. Just straight up Looney Tunes is what we got going on. Kiwi, you can't even. What? There are no words. Oh. We're saving the world with cartoon comedy right there. This is amazing. This is amazing. I'm pretty sure the Roadrunner did do this thing. I was thinking of Sideshow Bob, too. Sideshow Bob from the Simpsons episode. Wow. All right, let's save here. Save here after doing the goofiest thing ever. And then let's move on. All right, what do we got here? Left. All right, chat, you got a preference? What are we doing, left or right? Yeah, next time we'll try painting a tunnel on the wall and then getting them to run into the tunnel really fast. Kiwi says left. Let's go left. All right. Let's see what's over. They might lead to the same place, too. I'm not sure. No, they do not lead to the same place. I don't think so. The observation deck.
So, this is the door to the observatory. Sounds like a place worth looking into.
Looking into? All right, let's see what's on the observation deck. Ooh. Pretty spinning meteorites. Nina, thank you so much for clipping that. That's amazing.
What a great tree. If I get off this godforsaken pleasure satellite, I'm taking it with me. It'd look great in my office.
Nothing back there. We saved as soon as we came through the door, so we're good for that. Use the meteorites. Hello, reused TIE Fighter graphics. All right, let's look at the meteorites, see if there's... See what he says about them spinning there in space.
Those asteroids look like they're following the Moonchild around like big stone puppies.
Alright, insightful. Insightful. Now let's search for more useful items. Or, you know, anything. What's next? You put a banana peel on the floor and defeat the guy in the big red dress? You know! Don't rule it out yet.
A cocktail glass with a ceranite flex straw.
For people that didn't hear before, ceranite in this game is apparently indestructible plastic. So having an indestructible straw might be a nice thing.
The cocktail glass is worthless, but I love flex straw.
Alright, so we've got an indestructible bendy straw now. As if this game wasn't goofy enough. Keep that in mind for future puzzles, that not only do we have a straw, it is indestructible. Maybe that's useful.
What a great...
Right, so we can move this too. Oh, I think there might be... I thought maybe there was something back there. They do have a lot of red herrings as far as letting you move things in this game, just to make sure you stay on your toes.
This panel door is locked.
Shoot, alright. I can't get in there, but there is a panel right there. That could be a thing.
So these are space-age sofas made from 100% simulated Naugahyde. I guess you have to be practical when furniture has to last 40 years.
Basically. That's the last straw. It might be. Or maybe second to last. It's hard to tell sometimes. Think of how many germs will grow on it and how hard it would be to clean. I mean, if it's indestructible, you can just throw it in a blast furnace and that'll clean it off real nice. Alright, what's this thing next to the door? Is that anything?
This looks like an old-fashioned telephone jack. No, It's a recessed button. I'll need something to reach in.
We need something to get the recessed button? Something thin and pointy, maybe? Perhaps? Hello! The heck is this? I can't read it. I can't read the thing. Warning, no unauthorized use of downlink module. What the hell? The hell is all this? I think we're gonna need to save again. This looks complicated. Indestructible straw would definitely be able to break the camel's back. You gotta make those metaphors come true. Might be indestructible, but that doesn't mean it's impervious to making everything taste like burnt. Ooh, true. You get that carbon charring on there. Warning, no unauthorized use of downlink module.
Aha. This panel should give me access to the Moonchild's main computer. Hold on, everybody, because it's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Can I use the chip on it?
Well, that's not gonna work.
No, can I actually manipulate it anyway? No, I can't actually manipulate it right now, so I suspect I need something else to use this, but it's good to know that it's right there. So I think at this point what we want to do is go down the other path and see what's down there. If anything. All this 90s tech set in the future. I know, it's so goofy and anachronistic. But I think that's what happens to any science fiction after a while. Is the tech either looks completely ridiculous and out of place, or completely anachronistic because the future didn't go in that direction. 2 hallways here too. Ooh, wow, alright. We took the simplistic way. There's a lot of other passages. Residential docks, and what's this on the ground?
Looks like someone laid a piece of pipe here.
Someone laying some pipe, alright.
Pipe is slim, but it feels pretty solid. Make a nice pry bar.
Alright. Or you can conk somebody with it. He won't conk anybody with it. Yeah, we tried...
Sounds like the purification party is going on somewhere behind this door.
Alright, so we don't want to go there. Because we don't want to enter the party because we'll probably get murdered. Yeah, we tried to get into that little cabinet and it said it was locked. So we'll have to see if we can find a key into that at some point. We're trying to avoid running into anybody, for the most part. Stasis room.
The door to the stasis room. Maybe I'll find Sleeping Beauty in there.
It's an adventure game. You need a pack of zebra stripe gum, a hose, and 3 pennies to start. Alright, what do they got in the stasis room?
As I enter the stasis room, I feel like I've stepped into a fairy tale. I'm no Prince Charming, but there's a Sleeping Beauty lying peacefully in a cryonic chamber. It's Ava Chauncey. Boy, do I need to talk to her. As I look around, I spot a console nearby. Looking it over, I figure it must be used to control the cryonic sleep state. If I can resuscitate Ava, maybe we can still stop the cult. I've seen consoles like this before. The 4 buttons along the top must administer injections. The 2 slider controls look like they regulate the air temperature and oxygen level inside the cryonic tube. I seem to remember that slider mechanisms like these are really sensitive and need to be moved slowly. Well, first things first, I'll need to turn this thing on.
Oh, this looks really complicated. But this is good. We need to get Ava awake. That's super important, because she's the one that knows how to use the winter chip. So we'll turn this on. Alright, so she's on. We've got cortical activity here. We got a pulse rate right here. Try increasing the temperature.
Aha! A red light went off in one of those Phase 1 boxes. I must have done something right. Now I've got to get those other boxes to light up.
Alright. So let's try increasing the oxygen ratio. There we go. Alright. I assume these are buttons at the top, so... You're thinking epinephrine? Let's try giving her some epinephrine. Alright, that gave yeah, 3 boxes. Let's try giving him some sodium bicarbonate. I think that's the only button we have left here.
That yellow warning light doesn't look good. Maybe I should wait a few seconds and see if it goes off before I try anything else.
Alright, so that was wrong. Alright, so what do we want to do now? We increase the temperature, we increase the oxygen ratio, we give her some adrenaline, but we still have 1 light left to tick. Yeah, we did. I'm not a doctor here, Rangorf. I'm just a gamer. I'm not 100% sure. Can you help me out with that? I don't want to electrocute. Let's try increasing the temperature again. No, that's bad. That's bad. I don't think we have to touch any of the things we've done before. Oh, it's baking powder. We injected her with baking powder. Good, awesome. I'm good at things. Let's give her an electrical shock, maybe? Alright, yeah, we need to give her a little electrical shock. So that's phase 1 complete. So now let's try doing everything over again. Increase her temperature a little bit. Slowly. Carefully. Alright, there. The equivalent of tapping the top of your set. Oh no! Double Doc MD. We have an actual doctor in here now to shame me over these things. Welcome in. Just give her a quick shot. Gets her ticking, you know? Oh no. More oxygen. More oxygen. Nice and slow. Oh no. Warning sign. Vital signs unstable. Alright, no. So maybe not more oxygen yet. More adrenaline? No, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. Give it a second, see if she goes back to normal. Sodium pentothal, maybe? Sure, let's give her some sodium pentothal. There we go, alright. Now do we increase the oxygen, maybe? No, it's still bad. Truth serum, then more adrenaline? Alright, then more adrenaline. Oxygen now? Oh, it's going. Alright, there we go. Phase 2 complete. Trying to keep your medical knowledge quiet here. I'll take anything, Rangorf, as long as you don't know what happens in the game. I'm curious. I'm curious about this. Electricity and baking powder. That's how you wake a woman up. I know how bodies work. I'm very knowledgeable about things that you inject into yourself. Alright. Let's turn up the heat. The heat is on. Alright. We're almost done. Alright, what do we do now? Then oxygen? Oxygen good, alright. And then maybe adrenaline. And then one last electrical shock? No, that's bad, that's bad. We don't do that. So sodium pentothal again, maybe? Sodium pentothal. Bicarbonate to wake her up? Are we sure? Let's try sodium pentothal. It was not so... Wow, do we actually do sodium bicarbonate now? We're so... Oh no!
Well, how was I supposed to figure out that stupid stasis panel? It's hardly fair to give me only one crack at it.
Well, okay.
Oh, seriously! Seriously, they put us back! The game actually admits it was unfair to screw me over there. And put me back here. That's awesome! Thank you, game. Thank you, game. I appreciate you.
This is the...
I appreciate the hilarious metagaming.
As I enter the stasis room, I feel...
Alright. Oh, wow, we get to start right back here. All right. All right, so we're right back here. We're right back here, so... Are we legitimately going for the bicarbonate? Are we thinking that's a thing? Are we honestly thinking? Help me out, chat. All right, let's go for the bicarbonate. That was it. Yay.
So, is it all over? Are your prophecies taken care of?
Look, prophecies aren't my job description, okay? I'm just a humble PI trying to save the world as we know it.
Well, if you're not in the cult, then what are you doing here?
Look, I think we're running out of time here, but my name's Tex Murphy. I know you're Ava Shanzi because I followed your trail from the Colonel to GRS to up here. So why don't you tell me how you ended up getting freeze-dried?
Percival has a thing for me, so he decided not to have me killed. Instead, he put me into stasis to keep me out of the way until after the purification.
Well, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. The good news is the purification won't start for about 45 minutes. The bad news is we've only got 45 minutes to stop these people. Luckily, I've got the winter chip, but you need to tell me how to use it.
Well, how did you get it? Listen, there's no time for explanations.
It's really
now.
not.
We have to hurry. Take this. There are instructions on what to do with the winter chip. When you get into position, wait for my signal. In exactly 30 minutes, I'm going to create a power surge. That will give us our last chance to stop the cult. That note also has instructions on how to reach the escape pods. I'll wait until the last second, but hurry. And listen, Murphy, good luck. If we get out of here, you can tell me your story.
All right, all right. We're going to save again now. Let's save, increment and save. Ava wakes up. Just make a note here because it's going to get a little complicated. I'm not sure if we can't. I want to make sure we don't get stuck in a dead end here, so let's be very careful. Wake and bake, hell yes. Just tell her not to jump around too much or she'll get all fizzy is the problem. LTG, you're now a doctor. Where's your $90? Multipass? Alright, so let's take a look at the mission paper right here. Alright, you are the second agent to get aboard the Moonchild. Agent Lohman was able to transmit marginally detailed information before being discovered and terminated. His transmissions provided us with just enough data to formulate a plan of action. Our computers tabulated success failure ratio at 37 to 63. That's gotta be worse, I suppose. Get access to level 18 of the Moonchild. This level contains an arboretum, a main hall, a stasis room, and an observatory. Hey, that's where we are. That's handy. Locate and retrieve the link-up computer. Agent Lohman was able to hide the computer somewhere on level 18 before he discovered. Alright. So we need to get the link-up computer. And then you'll need one of the Moonchild's own computer cables to attach the link-up computer to the Moonchild's main computer. Alright, so we need the computer and a cable. There's a main computer console to the Moonchild's main computer hidden somewhere in a wall on this level. We found that, so we're good there. Put the winter chip into the link-up computer and attach the link-up computer to the computer console. Open an emergency exit and move quickly to bay D5. I don't know if we need to know that, but I'll make a note of that just in case. Nothing worse than soggy boob sweat cash to pay for something. Ew. You're a level 18 Moonchild, I'm a level 19 Sunstriker. We should party up. Seems like a good team comp right there. Alright, so emergency exit. Down. And then go to Bay D5. We cannot predict the effect of the winter chip's virus on the Moonchild's computer system, so it is impossible to say how much time you'll have to reach the escape pod. Alright, that's our instructions then. We need to get the computer, get the cable, plug into that wall access, plug in the winter chip, then open an emergency exit and go to Bay D5, and that should be it. I think that's the game right there. Pleb writing things down instead of print screening. To be fair, this game gets really fussy if you alt-tab out of it, I'm trying to avoid doing that wherever possible. But yeah, Shane, that waking her up is a scene from a Vincent Price movie. That's how you figured out. Oh, seriously? Oh, that's amazing. That's awesome, Kiwi. I had no idea. All right, so now we need to keep looking around to find all the parts we need. It's just 2 things now. It's just 2 things, but now I'm going to get real turned around and have no idea where I've been already. All right, here, emergency access. This is good.
This door must be the one that leads to the engineering corridors. Locked.
And unfortunately, it looks like there's a keypad right there. Take a look. We'll open under emergency conditions.
Looks like the access panel requires some kind of ID badge.
All right, so we need an ID badge to get through there, or maybe it'll just pop open once there's an emergency. That's possible as well.
This door looks like it probably opens from the other side. This door
Yeah, all right,
looks
so
like
we can't get through that door, whatever it is. Let's see. So I may have missed, let's say 99% of this game, but is there a reason she was frozen after the apocalypse with instructions to stop the apocalypse in her drawer? She was a double agent sent here to stop the bad guys. And the bad guys froze her because the lead bad guy has a bit of a thing for her and wanted to wake her up after the apocalypse to make her his concubine because, you know, he creepy like that. He creepy like that. Yeah, there's a locked cabinet in the observatory, but we didn't get a key or anything, did we? Oh, Ava gave us a key, right. Alright, so let's try the key on the locked cabinet. I like that idea. Thank you, Kiwi. I completely didn't notice that. Yeah, there. See, I see which put it a little more succinctly than I did. Alright, so head here. The lockbox and try using the key. There we go. So what's in here is the question. Whoa!
Lynx 986. Looks like some sort of croquet software.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, alright.
Aha! This must be the mini computer.
Alright, so we've got the mini computer now, so we just need a cable.
Looks like this computer was made specifically to run with a winter chip.
Alright, so let's see if we can combine that now. There we go. Now we've got the computer virus link up, so we just need the cable. That's it. I don't think there's a cable in here. I hope I didn't miss a cable in here. I didn't see anything. And of course, now that we had that 1 pixel fiasco, I'm terrified that I'm missing something. So I'm going to take a good look in the planters and see if I can spot anything in there. As I zoom around. Careful. There we go. Nope, I don't see anything in the planters. So let's turn up a little bit because that's nauseating. Do you remember the Lynx PC Games LTG? Excellent. I was wondering if anybody would. Creepy? That's not creepy. Not at all. Sounds reasonable to me. Yeah, we moved both of the plants, but sometimes the game does let you move stuff as a red herring. Just to make sure that you don't automatically know, oh, if I can move this, there's an item behind it. So that's the one we moved. That's the other one we moved, and I don't see anything near either of them. So I think those are probably red herrings. Now, I suspect there's probably at least one door. Now, the other one only moved a tiny bit. One of them moved a really long way, but the other one just a tiny little bit. Can we move it again? I can move it back where it was. That's about it. I think there's at least one door I haven't seen.
This door.
I haven't been following the layout of this place very closely because I get easily turned around. Let's try this again. Alright, so we need to go that way because to the right was where we came from, so it's got to be down here somewhere. Let's just do right-hand rule. Follow the walls on the right and see where that leads us. Alright, so that's the residential docks, and we don't want to go there because that's where the party's happening. And if we go in there, we'll probably be murdered by a guard. Here's the stasis room. We're already in there. Can we look around at the stasis room? Is that a thing?
This is the door. This is the door to the...
Nope, we can't get back into the stasis room, unfortunately. No dice there. We've got the, we do have that bar we can use as a pry bar. If we find something to pry, I suppose. Let's not forget that. There's the emergency access right there. Oh, this one, you said, opens from the other side. Can we try and pry it? Pry it open, maybe?
Well, that's not gonna work.
No, we cannot. So did we look at every door then? Ooh, that's not good. If that's the case, then I'm not 100% sure what we're doing next. Keep following over here. And then we're back to the observation deck. So that's everything. That's all the rooms. In before single pixel again. Oh no, please no. That's the only thing we haven't done, is we've got a pry bar. We've got a pry bar, so maybe... Oh, wait, what's this? Oh no, that's still clicking on the tree right there. Got a big wide clickable area. I thought that was something for a second there. We might need to do something with this pry bar is all.
So these are...
The best I can think, but I'm not sure what. Alright, LTG, thank you for stopping by. As always, hope you had a good time, and I will see you around, my friend. You get a good rest. And hopefully we will see you before too long. What about... Let's move this back to its original position. Yeah, see, you'd think that it moves that far, maybe it was uncovering something, but I don't think so. Try again. Oh, look at that! Look at that! That looks like a panel or something. Holy crap. Who was it that said the ground looked weird? Kiwi, I think you called it there.
This floor panel looks like it's removable. I'll need something to pry it up.
Pry it up, you say? Well, I have just the thing. Are these cables? These look like cables.
Looks like one of these computer cables ought to do the trick.
Excellent. Alright, so now we got some cables. So, let's go over here. And then let's save. Save right here. Unless we need an access card, I think we're good. I don't think we do, because it said the door will open under emergency conditions. I'm hoping that'll just pop open, but if not, we might need to come back here. Alright, so, let's upload the virus.
It's been almost 30 minutes. If they didn't find Ava, she should be creating a power surge any second. That'll give me time to patch the mini-computer into the Moonchild main computer. Now I've got to get to the engineering corridors, and fast.
I've got a system warning on level 18, section J. I'm attempting to override that. Now I'm showing a temporary system failure. Climate control is down on levels 4 through 18.
Winter sequence engaged.
Let's say a minute 45.
I don't understand it. The whole system's going haywire.
5 minutes.
Oh no.
The whole system is shutting down and I can't do a damn thing about it. Damn it! Malfunction has initiated the self-destruct sequence. Download the backup system.
Run, Tex!
3 minutes. Self-destruct.
What the hell is going on down there? We got electrical short fires breaking out all over up here. Whole integrity has been compromised. This place is gonna go up like a Roman candle on the 4th of July.
2 minutes. True self-destruct.
Lord is my shepherd, I shall not Guess who just saved planet Earth? It was us! It was us, chat! We did the thing! That was really cool music there, by the way. I like that a lot.
He had come like a thief in the night, and one by one dropped the revelers, and died each in the despairing posture of his fall. And darkness, and decay, and death held illimitable dominion over all.
Now it's time to go party with the Ewoks. Hell yeah! With the old music, preferably. I'll take what I can get, though. Volta Doom, yes! John! Fist bump right there, hell yes. Day 7, on the 7th day, Tex rested. Because we did just save the world, he deserves a little bit of a rest. Oh, hey, Colonel's alive!
I did some good work, Tex. I guess you didn't forget everything I taught you. Maybe it's not too late. I could make a real detective out of you.
I don't know. This saving the world business doesn't pay so well. My cousin Vinny says he can cut me in on some Amway action.
That's a load of hooey. You got it in your blood, Tex. You'd gumshoe for pocket change.
Hey, pocket change would be a step up for me.
Well, you know, I've done pretty well over the past few years. Put a few greenbacks away. But I'm not so young as I used to be. Maybe we could work out an arrangement. Huh? I'll be the brains, you be the legs. A lot of work out there for somebody with your skills. What do you say? Partners?
Nah. Ava. Yeah, I was hoping I'd see you around.
Oh, hi, Tex. Hello, handsome.
Really?
Long time no see. You look good as ever. What have you been up to?
Nothing much. Say, tell me, have you still got that twister?
Really?
I do, but I haven't played it in a long time.
Ew.
Listen, Tex, something's popped up. I think I found a partner to do undercover work with. I'll see you around.
Undercover work.
So here I am, back where I started. Lonely, broke, and late for an appointment back in my office. Okay, so maybe it's not a perfect world. Maybe there are more glamorous ways to spend Saturday night than teaching cha-cha lessons to lonely women like Dolores Lightbody. At least she's a regular client, and it seems to make her happy. And she always pays me up front, in cash. Now that I think about it, things are better. I cleared up my bar tab with Louie, and I did solve the pawn shop burglary for Rook. Yeah, once word gets around, I'll be up to my neck in good-paying jobs. Looks like Murphy pulled it off, sir.
Yes, but next time, he may not be so fortunate.
Next time, sir?
The forces of darkness sleep, but do not die. Even now, I sense evil stirring. An evil about to re-enter the life of our friend Murphy.
Tex, honey. Long time no see. Forgive me?
The ex-wife! Tex Murphy under a killing moon, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Chris Jones right there in the credits. That's Tex Murphy. That is Tex Murphy himself, was one of the designers of the game.
Take one, action.
So you're Tex Murphy. Well, we're gonna make your trip as comfortable as possible. Nighty night.
Oh, yeah, behind the scenes stuff. That's awesome.
Perfect. Sounds to me. Yeah, the only problem was you don't shoot.
Oh.
Oh, that's awesome. I love behind the scenes stuff. Oh, you're heading out, Rin? Alright, thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and good luck with the appointment. Certainly very unique, Chumbo. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Tomorrow night, you will die.
Okay, good. It's called spa award, but it's okay, let's do it one more time.
Typical director. That's perfect. Let's do it one more time.
Let's just...
I can never understand that logic from directors.
Perfect. That's the best I've ever seen.
Let's do it one more time.
On the painless way.
And thanks for the GGs there, Chad. I appreciate that. Next game, Phantasmagoria. I do have a copy of it. John, we could do that sometime. I have to check it out, though. I hope you folks enjoyed this game. I had a lot of fun with this game.
First up, 0A1. Scene 0A1, take 1, action.
Hi, you did some good work, Tex. I guess you didn't forget everything I taught you. Maybe it's not too late. I can make a real detective out of you. That's terrible shit.
Oh, that was funny. Alright, I will do that, Games. I appreciate you warning me about that. I know somebody wanted me to play Tender Loving Care on stream, and I'm like, no, that is not happening. There is no way. But Phantasmagoria, I didn't know about that, so I might have to check into that. I do love me some FMVs, though. We will be continuing the Tex Murphy series eventually. Not right away. That will be our next game, but eventually we will be continuing from here. The next game is called Tex Murphy The Pandora Directive. That was done with the same engine and should look and play basically the same to this. Same wonky controls and everything. So I don't know when we'll be playing that. It probably won't be super soon, but hey, if you liked this game, I would say look forward to that. Because, yeah, that sounds fantastic. I would very much like to see some more Tex Murphy. I don't know about all of you. But that was so fun. That was so fun. It was kind of cheesy, definitely, but I expect that from FMVs. I would almost be disappointed if it wasn't super cheesy at some parts. The puzzles were really fun. Everything aside from the pixel hunting. And I know pixel hunting's kind of a thing with 90s adventure games. So I wasn't too broken up about that. But yeah, we had a couple problems with the pixel hunting, but we managed to solve all of the puzzles on our own. We didn't have to look up any of the puzzles. And honestly, I had fun with some of the paper puzzles right there. Ice Cream Mikey, thank you for the raid. Welcome in and welcome Ice Cream Mikey's viewers. We're kind of approaching the end of the stream here, unfortunately. We just beat the game we were playing tonight. Tex Murphy Under a Killing Moon, an old FMV point-and-click adventure game from 1994. But welcome in. How was your stream, Ice Cream Mikey? Would you play it? How would it go? Since you're on an FMV kick, you're playing Mega Race, right? I don't even think I have a copy of Mega Race. I know it's on GOG now, so I can't just get a digital copy, but I'm pretty sure I couldn't actually beat Mega Race. I'm not sure if that's something within my skill set. I might actually be too incompetent to beat Mega Race, but I do love the FMV clips in there. I really honestly do. They're kind of amazing. Let's see, Ice Cream Mikey, you played Body Harvest and beat it. Oh, Body Harvest for an N64? Holy crap! That is awesome! I remember that back in the day. And Spider-Man 64. I never played the N64 version. How is it? How are you liking it so far? The only problem with Mikey's stream is that it ended. That's tragic. Horse Pool, that is tragic. Sorry to hear. And I'm wrapping up my stream too, so I don't have much to give you. I apologize. I could 1000% do it. How long does it take to beat? Isn't it going to be like 45 minutes to get through the whole game? If you can. Let's see, Mikey, you're going to sleep, so I hope your stream as well. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You get some rest, you take care of yourself, and good luck with your next stream as well. Oh, it's pretty chill. Good deal. Good deal. Good to hear. So yeah, for anybody that hasn't seen Mega Race before, it's an old like floppy disk game. They've got it on GOG now. It has some amazing FMV cinemas in between, though the actual race segments don't look all that great or play all that great if you ask me. But yeah, I wouldn't mind playing it, checking it out sometime. I've been thinking about trying to put together sometime just a stream where just I beat a couple of short games, kind of like I do for the anniversary streams, but instead of beating like three 4-hour games, just get some really short things and cram them into one stream. Because I do have some awfully short games that might be fun to play. So that might be a thing to do at some point. I will keep that in mind, Seawitch. Feel free to continue bugging me about that, because I will forget otherwise. Let's see. Yeah, Body Harvest has no mercy. Get to the boss, die, do it all over again. Oh, yeah, I do remember that game being crazy hard. I think I probably rented that from Blockbuster back in the day. And I don't remember too much about it, probably because I didn't get very far. Young Shane was awful at video games and rage quit at the drop of a hat. I might have to check out some of your VOD. I want to see a little bit more of the game there. That would be very cool. Especially if you beat it. That would be neat to see. I appreciate you stopping by. So yeah, the next game we're going to be playing, starting tomorrow. Tomorrow at the same time as we started today. We are going to be playing Dead Space, the original Dead Space, which at this point is, what, like a decade old, I think? I have played Dead Space 1 and 2 before. Absolutely love them. I think they're a blast. So I'm looking forward to showing them off. I'm sure we've got some people in here that have played them before. I'm sure we've got some people in here that haven't played them before. I hope to see both of you, both groups, all of you in here, checking out some Dead Space. Oh, you like it too, Ice Cream Mikey? Oh, it's so good. It's a really good mix between scary stuff and fantastic third-person action. Because I think that's something that gets missed a lot in horror games. I think there's a lot of horror games out there that are very scary and have a great atmosphere and great mood and tone, but as far as games, they're just not fun to play. They're kind of a slog. And AKA Cubicle, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. And then they made Dead Space 3. I haven't played it yet, but I saw a stream with someone playing like 10-15 minutes Dead Space 3, and the whole time I've just got my hands on my head going, what have they done? What have they done to Dead Space 3? How have they done this? This can't seriously be Dead Space 3, but oh my god. I'm probably going to skip that one. I don't think we're actually going to do Dead Space 3. Because we did the same thing with Fear. We played Fear 1, because that game's awesome. We played Fear 2, because that game's awesome. And then we just don't talk about Fear 3. We just stop right there forever. That's fine. Oh, Lady Fury's playing Dead Space 2 these days. Awesome. Awesome. Good to hear. I haven't been able to catch her streaming forever, so I had no idea. But that's really cool to hear, John. Let's see, I think once you put co-op in a horror game, it's game over. I do have some other co-op horror games on my list, too. What was it? Obscure Aftermath is a sort of fixed-person tank control co-op horror game for a PS2 and PC, I think it is. It's actually on Steam right now, which is the only way to get it right now. I think that's the one we're thinking of, Seawitch, is Obscure Aftermath. Oh, the one that you had to switch between. I'm not sure if that was what you did in there. Yeah, the one for PS2, that one definitely kind of sucked. I actually tried playing it with Seawitch at one point, and the problem was because they use fixed camera angles, we played it up until we got attacked by a bunch of werewolves, and then the werewolves dragged my character off screen, so I couldn't see what was happening. And I was basically defenseless because I couldn't see what was happening. And then I just got murdered by werewolves off screen. And I think we tried that sequence like 3 or 4 times, and I kept getting murdered off screen every time. So then I'm like, maybe not this. Maybe we don't do this. And we didn't, and it was awesome. I played the original Obscure as well. That one's a little closer to the Resident Evil type game. So I'd consider trying that on stream, but the problem is, just like the old Resident Evils, they also have limited saves. You need to use an item to save, and there's a fixed number of them in the game, and that worries me. That makes me very nervous. So I don't know if I'll ever do that. Let's see, wasn't Obscure the game that had Sum 41 songs? If so, we didn't get far enough in the game to hear any Sum 41 songs. It was just generic horror game, creepy atmosphere with the tense strings. And that was about it. That's all I remember. I don't remember much. We kind of rage quit very quickly in that game because it kind of sucked. Berserk, welcome in. If you like Under a Killing Moon, play the sequel to Pandora Directive. It's awesome. We plan to play the entire Tex Murphy series going forward from this point. Not immediately. We're going to put some time between us and the sequels, but we'll be playing the Pandora Directive. We'll be playing Tex Murphy Overseer. We will be playing Tesla Effect, which I've actually played that one before. That was my introduction to Tex Murphy. So we'll play that as well. And then whenever Poison Pawn comes out, which is the Tex Murphy game they're working on right now, I would love to get my hands on that and play that as well. Let's see, Shane, did you know there's a Steam sale going on right now? Oh, I did. I did, and that means as soon as this stream is over, I'm going to check out the Steam sale. I'm going to see if there's anything going on in GOG and Humble, too. I think Humble's got a sale going on, too. I'll check that. Tesla Effect is the newest one, but 2019 is the planned release date for the next one, Poison Pawn. And Poison Pawn is supposed to be part 1 of the finale for the entire Tex Murphy series right there. Will you play Gothos? Welcome in, Tom. How are you doing? We just beat Tex Murphy Under Killing Moon. I don't think I could survive Gothos. I gotta tell you, Tom, you have near superhuman patience for some of these games. Gothos was hilarious. I absolutely loved watching you play it, but I don't think I could survive Gothos on my own. And I should mention, too, since we're talking retro games right here, if you haven't ever seen Retrograde Tom, please do. He is one of my absolute favorite retro streamers on here. He plays a lot of point-and-click games, especially FMV stuff. Hilarious, hilarious stuff. Make sure and click that link and give him a follow. You will not regret it. Oh, you've been lurking, Tom? I hope you enjoyed the end of the game again. That was really fun. That was fun. I really enjoyed this. Like, I thought I was going to just rage endlessly at this control scheme. And while it isn't a good control scheme, it's a terrible control scheme, it was manageable. It was manageable. I only needed to use the hint file about 3 or 4 times, and every time it turned out the solution was you missed an item because it was hidden on top of something or under something that you wouldn't have noticed. The puzzles were all fun. The humor was great. Yeah, I like this. Oh, Shane plus Tex is good. I'm glad you liked watching that, Tom. Let's see, how was the flow of this game? It felt really good. Like yesterday, we played for like 4 hours straight, and we never really got stuck to any significant degree. We were finding items, we were solving puzzles, we were moving from area to area. There's no big difficulty spikes or anything. There's definitely a lot of death scenes in the last 2 days here. It's very easy to get killed. But I don't feel like any of the deaths were bullshit. Like, it always felt like they were going to let you know right before you're going to die. Oftentimes they'd give you a warning. Like, you'd click on a door and they'd say, oh, I hear voices behind this door. That might be security guards. They're just screaming at you right there. Don't open that door. And if you do, I mean, you know, that's on you. So that's a little bit easier. FMV death scenes, I like, yes. And they have a unique death sequence for each death. It's not a different video, but a different voiceover from James Earl Jones, who plays God in this game, aka the big PI in the sky. So that's pretty cute. Yeah, I like this game a lot, and I'm looking forward to playing Pandora Direct. No, Pandora Directive was the second one. I'm looking forward to playing no, Pandora Directive is the next one. Martian Memorandum was 2. Pandora Directive is 4. Right. So I'm looking forward to playing Pandora Directive and checking that one out. Overseer I'm especially curious about because I know Overseer is a retelling of the first 2 games. So I'm kind of curious to see what I missed back there and catch up on that. Because I know apparently the big twist at the end of this game is that the bad guy was the guy that hired you in the second game. And Darth Vader is God? Oh, you didn't know that already? Darth Vader is God. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to catching up on that, particularly because I mentioned before I've played Tesla Effect, which I think overall is a very good game. But one of the problems I had with Tesla Effect is they're constantly providing contextless references to the old Tex Murphy games. So if you're like me and you got started on Tesla Effect, they keep sort of giving you these wink, wink, nudge, nudge references, and I'm just like, I don't know what any of this stuff is. You got to help me out here. But once we've started here and then move forward to Tesla Effect, I think a lot of it'll make a lot more sense. I think we'll get more of the jokes and references. I think that'll make it a more solid game overall. But for anyone wanting to play Tesla Effect, my other complaint with the game is it seemed like sometimes some of the flags were a little confusing. There's a couple branching paths in Tesla Effect, and sometimes I would take one path, and then later on in the game a character would talk as if I'd taken the other one, which was a little strange and confusing sometimes. In one place there's an entire area, or there's a branch where there's two different areas, and you only see one of them. And I took one of the paths, and then characters kept talking as if I'd went the other one. It was very weird. Chuma, you gotta take off. Can't wait for Dead Space. Alright, I hope we'll see you here. I hope you have a good rest of your day or night, either way. But thanks for stopping by. I think we are going to go ahead and wrap up the stream here, too. Oh no, as soon as I get raided, as soon as those words come out of my mouth, I get raided right here. Joe Visitor, welcome in. Joe, how are you doing today? How is your stream? How are you feeling? Joe, you came in right at the end of the stream. We're just wrapping up right now, but we are glad to have you here, Joe. And make sure that you're following Joe Visitor if you aren't already. Fantastic streamer right there, and a member of Team Arena, the stream team that not just am I on, but is also the best stream team on Twitch. And Joe is hilarious. If you watch him, you will laugh, I guarantee you. Click that link, give him a follow. I think you'll like it. Joe, what were you playing today? What were you playing and how did it go? Tell me everything. Let's drag this out a little bit more. I've still got some water in my cup. And WWE, welcome in. Thank you for joining on that raid right there. How are you doing today? Unfortunately, he caught us at the end of the stream, but we'll see if Joe can tease a little bit of stream out of me here. Unfortunately, I've got two shoutout commands, and the one that doesn't require me typing anything out doesn't actually tell what game you're playing. I suppose I can take all the effort and type out the other one, if I must. Speed Brawl. I've never actually heard of that one. That's interesting. Let's see. Joe, you're rocking some Speed Brawl again? I had scheduled a co-op playthrough with a developer, but I think the gaming convention in Toronto had made him too sleepy. That's understandable. Conventions can be exhausting to go to, especially if you're like there for business purposes. And you have to hit all those meetings. You have to talk to all the people. You have to constantly be putting on that smile and giving the pitch over and over again. Yeah, that's understandable. Still, I hope you enjoyed the game. I might have to check that out. I've never heard of that one. I'm always curious whenever I hear about games, whenever I see games that I've never heard of being played on Twitch. You know, I like me some weird. But yeah, unfortunately, we were just wrapping stuff up, Joe. So if you'd like to come with us on the raid, you are welcome to do a second raid. We'll do a 2x raid combo right here. It's a 2D side-scroller beat-em-up with emphasis on running fast. I've honestly never seen a game do that before. Interesting concept right there. Can't wait for the first Shane is Con. It's going to come in 2019. One way or another, John. I'm going to find a way to get that done. A raid within a raid. Under a raid, inside of a raid. So, let's head on over to the ending screen, and I will see who all is streaming right now. And of course, I want to thank everybody for stopping by as we played Tex Murphy. I hope you had a fantastic time, because my gosh, I did. I certainly did. And I hope we'll see you tomorrow as we are playing Dead Space on here. I want to see you all here for that. While I'm seeing who all is online, if you feel like it, feel free to check out my links underneath my video. Got a link to my YouTube if you want to check out some of the other games I've played in the past. We have a link to my Twitter, which is another good way to find out when I'm going live and what all I am up to. And if you want to hit !Discord in chat. You can also get a link to my Discord, where you can hang out and chat anytime. If you feel like it, feel free to. I would love to see you over there. And let's see. Wow, there's actually not a lot of people around at this hour. I'm kind of surprised. Let's see. Do one other check. See if we can find some folks online to go watch. And alright, I think I know who we are going to go hang out. We're going to go hang out with someone we've raided before a couple times, but he is usually fun to go chill out in, and he is very chill and has one of the very best voices on all of stream. My god, this guy's voice is fantastic. We are going to be raiding Crazy Hippie, who right now is playing some RimWorld. He is attempting to stream every day on Twitch for 4 years straight. He's already pulled off 3 years. He's in his 4th year right now, which is incredible. So please join me. Let's all go say hi to Hippie. Throw him a follow if you like what he's doing, but if you got other things to do, other places to be, I will just say, as I always do, have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're at in the world, and I'll see you folks around. Take care of yourselves, everyone.